62. Hey guys, we're doing another VHS beta tape transfer session. Hi, Super Tight Taco Tuesday. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the stream, guys. Simon, Audrey, and Daryl, Ziggy. What's going on? Charmed, how you doing? Hey, Kim. Just in time, Chick-fil-A and Dave. Oh, man, Chick-fil-A sounds so good right now. I love Chick-fil-A. Monster Jam fan, what's going on, dude? Just about to transfer a whole stack of Betamax tapes this evening. Betamax. Oh, yeah. How's y'all's week going? And already in the second week of April. Pretty soon it'll be August. Hey, Kim, what's going on? Just waiting for my tape to rewind. So it takes forever on the Betamax machine. Silly Goose, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Dolph Lundgren's mom, hello. Pretty cold in Chicago. How cold is it over there? Oh no, nothing's happening in August. I'm just saying, time goes by so quickly, it'll be August in no time. 38. Wow. That is pretty chilly. Yeah. Our highs over here are like right now in the 70s. It's pretty nice, but won't last long, unfortunately. Man, this is taking forever to rewind. A polar vortex. A polar vortex. You went to the office first time in 5 years? What? You've been working remote the whole time? 44 in Western Kentucky. Is that pretty abnormal in Western Kentucky this time of year? Space Goat 32, what's going on? Good to see you. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see if this one has any commercials on it. Sultry.
From the director of Good Morning Vietnam.
Good morning. Coffee?
Sally Dibs, Sally. 461-00192.
How did you know my phone number?
How'd you know that? You said read the telephone book last night.
You memorize the whole book?
No.
You start from the beginning?
Yeah.
How far did you get?
G.
G?
G, God's sake. William Marshall, God's sake.
Trying to get the tracking right on here.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Rated R. Starts Friday, December 16th at a theater near you.
The Cincinnati Bengals are playoff bound. We'll have details at 11.
That looks okay, I think.
Tonight, an ABC premiere presentation.
We still have that sparkle.
E. Arthur's got a boyfriend she hasn't seen in 35 years.
Cybersecurity, huh? They're making you go in. Oh man, that's too bad. Well, at the least, amazing job. I tell you what, that's cybersecurity. That's some good stuff right there. That's a gift that keeps on giving. Toast and did you know that Toast and Pop-Ups came before Kellogg's Pop-Tarts? No, never even heard of it, honestly. You bought the old school lunch pizza a while back. To be honest, been trying to see that again. Old school pizza, old school. Oh, you mean the one from that company who sent me some pizza and stuff? Juan, how you doing, dude? Yeah, definitely. One of the best IT jobs you can get, cybersecurity. Good stuff. Now, apparently this tape has ads on it. We'll see. And it's in stereo. Oh, thanks, Goose. Appreciate it. All right, we do. Oh, we got some ads.
Outlast the other toys.
Lucky. Surprise, surprise. Time to hit the record button. Right. Yep, dude. I'm a Navy vet.
I've seen some commercials where
I was
company's toys
thinking about the Navy today.
so you may have assumed they
I tried getting back in
Energizer batteries. Fact is,
about 15 years ago. I tried going back,
playoffs. And today's
but I tried going back Air Force because I wanted a particular job.
no battery lasts longer
I wanted to go into SEER training,
so now you know.
but they rejected me because they don't like to take prior
Assume this.
non-Air
This
Force
is the leading aerosol antiperspirant
enlisted.
brand.
Kind of weird. They're very
When this cloud
particular.
clears, I'll introduce you to a better
What the recruiter told me, she said,
Watch.
is that
Aerosol sprays all over.
they don't like to take Navy or Marines
It actually helps eliminate the aerosol cloud.
because it doesn't fit right.
And it puts its
That
protection
culture
where you need it.
doesn't fit with their
New
culture.
Lady Speed
Like,
spray.
come
No
on.
cloud spray.
Hey, Charles. Yeah, you're welcome, man. No problem. Philip Gibson, how you doing?
Handy chopper chop nuts, herbs, and onions quickly and easily. Something you'll appreciate in the seasonings to come. So this holiday, give a present with a future from
Silly, yep.
Cracker. Now
I wanted to do that
why you should try
and then,
extra sugar-free gum.
New
Extra Winter Fresh.
sit in for around 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and then come back and then start a business as a survival
Try 'em soon.
training, like start up my own compound and do civilian SEER training. That was the goal. But they wouldn't take me.
It's pure juice with no water added or taken away. But what makes it
Our little
special
gang,
is
our gang of little rascals. How you doing, dude? I'm doing good.
and feel of fresh squeezed. Your choice, pure premium.
You're in the Air Force Station at Yokota. No way, dude.
You just can't pick a better juice.
That is like, that's like some high value wish list duty station material there. A lot of people wanted to go to there, wanted to go to
And like so many
Japan.
women today, I'm a working mother. So when I leave the studio, I head home to spend time with my kids. Books are always
Exiles. How you doing, dude? Yeah, bonus stream.
closeness and warmth when I read to them, and they love it too. So
Let me
try
turn
to
down
stay
the,
home from
it's
work,
kind of bright
read
on
together,
screen. Let me
and share the joy.
turn the camera's exposure down a bit.
He's killed 48 women, maybe more. In 7 days, you can help end the nightmare. Watch Manhunt live, hosted by Patrick Duffy.
Saturday night at 9 on Channel 12.
Every child deserves the basic necessities in life, so please donate to Cincinnati's neediest kids of all. Post Office Box 31477, Cincinnati 45231.
My First Love, tonight's ABC's Sunday night movie, returns in a moment.
The biggest premieres yet are coming Tuesday.
Mr. Addison,
Dave and Maddie are back together. We're on the right show. And Moonlighting's back on track.
pump harder! I'm pumping as hard as I can! You can pump harder when you want to.
Then, has your secretary got you down? And your dog put you out?
Brendo had a little accident.
Don't despair. There's hope. And Michael. The whole gang is back for the season premiere of 30-something after the season premiere of Moonlight.
All right, that looks better.
The holidays. They're always filled with your favorite things. And this year, White Castle offers you a Castle character ornament absolutely free when you purchase a $5 book of gift certificates good for all your favorite White Castle foods. It's the perfect present. for all
A seal? No way.
They'll love that
I would
one-of-a-kind gift
definitely
and the
break
great
something.
White Castle taste. This year, you can
I'm always getting into injuries, man. I'm always getting into sports injuries.
book of White Castle gift certificates.
But
White Castle character
SEER training would be pretty cool, though.
A holiday special from Hardee's.
Grayman Media. How you doing, dude? SEER School's objectional. Yeah, I don't know too much about the pipeline for that training, but I don't know how much it's changed. This was back in the early 2000s, but
A serious fall at the stadium. We'll have the story at 11.
We return to my first love.
Philip, yeah, this is a pretty good tape. You know, a lot of my Betamaxes are always hit and miss with ads. I think the last time I streamed this stuff, like half the tapes, most of the tapes didn't have anything on them. It's always like that with beta. I think because, you know, the format was really new back then, back in the 80s, and for a lot of families, you know, it was costly to afford these VCRs back in the early 80s, and the tapes even so expensive as well. And people didn't want to waste tape with ads. So, yeah. 3 phases. Okay, got it. Would have been cool. Would have been cool. 3 dire wolves. Yeah, dude, I saw it. It's so creepy. Creepy. I meant freaky, not creepy. It's freaky that they've brought back dire wolves in a lab. It's insane. Insane. I wonder if they're like the size. I mean, it's television, right? But I wonder if they get to the size of the dire wolves in Game of Thrones, because those things are freaking like miniature bears. They're so massive. These beta tapes, I don't remember who donated these particular ones, but all of the beta tapes that I have that have yet to be transferred have been donated over the years, and I didn't have a Betamax machine for a few years because 2 of mine broke, and they're really expensive to repair, and even more expensive to buy. The ones I buy with S-Video out, and
I should have married you in the first place.
yeah, so I was like, you know what, just go buy another one, take a risk. So I bought one from Japan and shipped overseas from Japan, and luckily it works fine. So now I can finally rip my Betamax tapes.
How does the CFO of Porsche stay ahead of the competition? AT&T. For the highest performance long-distance service, make sure you hear.
Thank you for using AT&T.
When the president of Walt Disney World goes
Most
around the world, how does he get back to Main Street, USA? AT&T.
Most positive feeling as of now. What's your most positive feeling like today? That I have this hobby, that I'm doing this, I'd say. Yeah, for sure.
About helping kids grow into it than Flintstones.
Commodore 64. What's going on, dude?
Extra strength Alka-Seltzer has more of what you take.
So they don't get that large. Okay. We have hundreds of skulls here in LA, and they're not much bigger than our gray wolf. Okay. Good to know. I didn't know that.
If you thought you had to give up comfort to get a close shave,
The answer supposedly is yes, and with the creation of woolly mice, I don't know what those are. Woolly mammoth will be coming in 30 years.
as the hair enters the chamber, the patented lift and cut system lifts each hair and
Philip, yeah,
a split
indeed,
second
man.
before a blade cuts it, so it's possible to shave skin close without the blades even touching the skin. The lift and cut shaving system from
Haha, yeah.
we made close, comfortable.
Thanks, silly. Appreciate it, man. Trevisaurus. Oh, appreciate it. Just chilling. You know, this Friday, I don't know if I'm going to stream on Friday or Saturday. We'll see, though. Probably Friday, the way it's looking. Cheers, everyone. Yes, I got me some Here's a wine hack. I'm sure a lot of you wine drinkers already know about this, but if you have a Trader Joe in your area, or Trader Joe's, they have a Charles Shaw brand that's exclusive to their grocers. I like the red blend, and it's like, depending on where you live, it's based on region, it's different pricing, but where I live, I think it's $2 a bottle. $2 or $3 a bottle. It's crazy.
He could at least tell us if he had a good time.
I had a good time.
Does he still have all of his hair?
You like Saturday better? Yeah, a lot of people like the Saturdays. Oh, dude, Trevisaurus, thank you so much, man. Cheers to you. Hi, Kampai, Slancha, and Chin Chin, man. Very kind of you. Appreciate that. Thanks. Thai Taco Tuesday. I didn't know Beta was doing TV movies for the rival network. Oh, Bia? Or did you mean Beta? Is that your hack, Shin? What's going on, Shin? Good to see you. See? Like minds. We've got the power. The Hamptons TV series 1983 trailer. Is that what that was? Fancy. Yeah, real fancy. It's like the bottle. It costs more to produce the darn bottle and label and the cork than the wine itself. James Morrison. Oh, man. Appreciate it. It's always relaxing doing these things. I tell you what. Real relaxing. Oh, Maxwell House. Love me some Maxwell House ads. I love coffee commercials. B. Arthur from NBC is a Golden Girls. Right, yeah. I saw her, yeah.
You're not playing fair.
In Dallas it's around 4. Oh, dang, okay. Yeah, Fridays are tough for some folks. Yeah. Trader Joe. Let's go to Trader Joe and have a cup of Joe.
Break free and feel how splendid you are with Vanderbilt, the fragrance created by Gloria.
Did I see Florida versus Houston? No, I don't catch too many sporting events anymore.
Vanderbilt.
Not unless we're winning. I'm not a diehard fan, but no, I didn't catch it. But I will be going to an Astros game on the 22nd, which will be fun. Some folks are throwing a tailgate party in the parking lot, and then after that we're heading to the game in the evening, so it should be fun. Coffee brands like Maxwell are good to the last drop. Ooh, is this a Prelude? I was kind of obsessed with the Prelude back in the day. It's a Accord Coupe. Looks kind of like a Prelude. Dude, yeah, I don't know about pickle flavored ketchup. That's kind of weird. Tell me how it is. Maybe I'll bite. Astros boo. I don't think they're going to do well this year. I think the only remaining player that stayed on was Altuve. Coffee's $12 a can. What? That's insanity. Insanity, I tell you.
Also Dan Aykroyd and Kim Basinger.
Plus a visit with Sybil Shepherd on Good Morning America.
My First Love, starring B. Arthur and Richard Kiley, returns in a moment.
Before your tires show uneven wear.
No, you saw Del Sol? That's awesome. I've seen some on the marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, but they're so run down.
Always filled with your favorite things. And this year, White Castle offers you a Castle character ornament absolutely free when you purchase a $5 book of gift certificates good for all of your favorite White Castle foods.
Yeah. We're going to be forever known as a trash can club.
The great White Castle taste. This year, you can give them some of
You know what?
favorite things with a $5
Go
book of
for
White
it. If
Castle
you can
gift
cheat,
certificates
go
and a
for it.
free White Castle character
It's all fair game till you get caught, right?
Scandinavian makes celebrating the holidays easy because right now you can join Scandinavian for one
Scandinavian.
$199. That's right.
Wow, this is a sexy gym. This is like the prime time of this sort of sexy exercise and fitness stuff. When Jazzercise was taking the world by storm.
The big difference between these two mounds of snow is the full-size trucks buried under them. And it's important to have the right one, because while the driver on the left has to get out of his
You have a Yankees jersey.
his hubs to get out, the driver of the Chevy
I just picked up a new Astros jersey too, a couple weeks back, because they redid the logo. I don't know if I really like the logo or not though.
Good evening, I'm Jody Baskerville.
And I'm Terry Jessup. The Cincinnati Bengals are tonight celebrating a
I wonder what city this is out of, this recording.
Extends the regular season. We'll have more at 11.
Also tonight, a Cincinnati Bengals fan is
The Big 5-0?
after a fall at the stadium.
That's next year.
Tonight at 11.
I'll be 49 this year, but yeah, I have been thinking about it, honestly. Yeah, this tape is kind of jacked.
Information is available. Call your local AIDS hotline or call 1-800-342-AIDS.
Welcome to the channel, Jason. Thanks for joining.
At the top of the hour only on Channel 4.
Cincinnati. Okay. I don't have too many Cincinnati tapes.
We return to my first love.
I thought every one of my cars was a lemon until that nice judge told me, why don't I consider taking driving lessons?
Why don't you fill out this application?
Connor, you lost interest too? Yeah, it's a little different once you get older. And I know there's some folks who are my age who are even more hardcore fans, but for me, it's just kind of a fair-weathered fan, I guess you could say. WKRC TV, Cincinnati. What was that show? Something Cincinnati? I never saw that show, but when I hear the theme song, it's super nostalgic. Oh, I look 39. Well, thank you. Yeah. It's my mama's jeans, and not the blue ones. That was a stupid joke. Oh, my God. 50 is a new 40. Dude, I tell you what. 50 really is a new 40, you know? $50 is a new 30? Hey, I'll take that. I certainly think and act like a 30-year-old. As a matter of fact, I was watching cartoons about a couple hours ago for about an hour downstairs. You consider getting the controversial Astros cap with the blocking... Oh, I haven't... I saw that, dude. Those things are going for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. No way. I'm not going to do it, but I would never do that. But I think they'll go up in value. I mean, it was a limited mistake run, right? They won't be banking any more of those. Darren, you just turned 50 last fall. Nice. Congratulations. Don't feel much different from your 30s. Yeah, man. It's crazy, right? I'm sure it'll hit us when we get to our mid-50s. When the body's like, dude, just start breaking down already. You're old. Can't you see that you're old?
But it should be taken seriously. So if you ride
WKRP. Oh, it's a show. Okay, that's the name. That's the name of the show. Okay.
wear a helmet and protective clothing. Children under 16 need adult supervision.
Kind of embarrassed to say, but
adult-sized machines.
I was watching Shangri-La. If you don't know what that is, it's not an American cartoon, but it's pretty entertaining. It's pretty immature. The jokes are pretty silly, but you know what? So am I. Darren, hell no. We have nothing in common in television. Or music. No. Yeah. '80s and '90s morning cartoon stuff. I've seen those. People are getting pretty good at uploading these without getting taken down. I don't know how they're doing it.
Today's Duracell lasts up to 30% longer. We at Nissan
Testes.
noticed that the cars offering the best performance also offer the fewest number of seats. This seems rather unfair. I mean, after all, if a car is
Get a chopper or a sports car? I can't.
people be able to enjoy.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What is this?
Introducing
Acura Legend?
160 horsepower Nissan Maxima.
A Maxima, of course. Yeah, I can't validate
Sports car.
spending. I mean, I could get a sports car, but I think I would regret it as soon as I get like a ding or something. I'm not happy with it. I'll be like, dude, it's not my baby anymore. You know? Darren, yeah. Yeah, and we're fine with it, yeah. It's like, okay, whatever.
Breaking down the walls with music and laughter. Join Marlo Thomas and some very special friends. Free to be a family.
Sorry, I'm catching up to the comments here. My dog makes us watch cartoons. His favorite right now is Bluey and Bob Burgers. Shut up, that's awesome. I wish my dog watched cartoons. Oh, Brian, dang. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Dang, Commodore, I didn't know that. Oh, man. I mean, technically you could drive, just don't get caught driving, and don't hit anybody. Oh, Bluey's a good cartoon. Never heard of that one. Bluey? Oh, hey, Kim. I think I have like maybe less than 5 after-school specials I found on tapes. And I need to record those because those movies, you can't find them anywhere. Those after-school movies, just made for TV, most of them didn't make it to VHS or DVD or anything like that.
I know what it is to be pushed into something.
My dog's watching me. She's whining. She's not feeling retro.
Okay, lady, let's find a gift for tired feet.
An Australian kids show, okay.
When you're looking for slippers,
I should upload them, totally. And I remember the after-school special intro, that little bit they would do before they showed the movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. It's not something you usually see when people post retro stuff, but I need to find it.
Give the gift of comfort. Isotoner Comfort Slippers.
What am I looking for?
Pardon me?
Cousin Margie out west likes candles.
Candles.
Uncle Bob likes something brass.
Something brass.
And my sister-in-law, she doesn't
Telehead Podcast. What's going on, dude? Good to see you.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. What is it?
Oh, no way. Shout Factory, they did that? I need to check that out. I love Shout Factory. They bring back the most nostalgic movies. Man, I just ordered something from them about a month ago.
Fast relief of heartburn with headache,
What was it?
jingling bellies. Alka-Seltzer, the other holiday tradition.
The new Remington
I can't remember. What did I get?
blade system has been
Got something from them.
success for those who prefer shaving with a blade. Electro blades, vibrating twin blades glide so easily you'll get the closest, smoothest blade shave you've ever imagined or your money back.
Day after day, more people depend on Subaru wagons than any imported wagon in America. And with good reason. They're reliable and durable.
Rhino home video. Okay.
If Subaru didn't make your life easier...
Yeah, Shout Studios. My bad.
Who would?
Shout Studios. I remember the old school
Up to $1,000
name.
cash
Yeah.
back from Subaru means a great deal on a great car.
Thursday.
The local residents have asked me for our assistance.
Drug dealers, beware.
Say cheese.
Dude, yeah, Commodore. I'm subscribed to their channels. They have like more than one channel, and they're always streaming something. They're always streaming old shows and some movies, which is freaking awesome. It's like, how do they,
Thursday.
like, you know, they're paying licensing and royalty fees just to share it, right? And we don't have to pay anything for it. It's crazy that they're generous to do that. I think it's awesome. Other channels should do that.
Many young street kids make drug dealing their first job. We'll meet a very special teacher. He gets street kids excited about legitimate business.
Monday on ABC's World News Tonight. Good evening, I'm Terry Jessup.
And I'm Jody Baskerville. The Cincinnati Bengals have clinched a
Cincinnati.
playoff berth. Tonight at 11, we'll tell you about today's win over the San Diego Chargers in the jungle.
Also coming up tonight, for the second time this season, a Cincinnati Bengals fan has suffered a serious fall at Riverfront Stadium. We'll tell you what happened.
And a menorah
damn.
goes up in a Cincinnati park, and it could be for the very last time.
Join us at 11 for all the day's news.
I've never been to Cincinnati. I do want to go. Any of y'all from Cincinnati?
48 women, maybe more, in 7 days.
Any historical,
Watch Manhunt,
nostalgic
hosted by Patrick Duffy.
sights to see? Cincinnati? These are great Christmas ads. I tell you what.
All right yourself, kid. Now when you buy a $5 book of McDonald's gift certificates, you get a free plush musical ornament of Oliver or Dodger. The characters
Those
from the Disney movie
holiday Christmas gift certificates from McDonald's were such a big selling item back in the 80s.
Hey, Dodge.
I've seen so many ads for this Christmas certificate.
Sports page, Sunday night at 11:30 on WKRC TV.
Bully Doug, yeah, totally check it out, man. They're streaming stuff. They're usually streaming like 3 to 5 things at one time, at any time on YouTube.
You're still young.
Chris Freiler, or Freeler. Oh, Dayton, Cincinnati. Nice. Glow, welcome to the live. Swiss Cheese City. Just subbed. There you go. Yeah, they're always doing stuff. It's pretty awesome. Oh man, Soma. That's kind of like my bucket list items. Is to try Skyline chili. And not the canned stuff. I can't even get the canned stuff here in Houston. But I'd love to get me a bowl of Skyline spaghetti with all the chili and cheese on it. And of course the hot dogs.
Promise me? I'll behave. That is not a good way to start.
I got it at Kroger. Nice.
You know, everyone tells me what a
A
beautiful
parlor? Is that what they're called? They call them parlors?
But I tell them I got my '89 Corolla because I'm completely logical. I look for reliability and quality in a car. But between you and me, I fell in love with my Corolla the first time I laid eyes on it.
Dude, tell how I love chili, dude. You and me. I love chili. I always have cans of it stocked up. Sometimes I'll just bust out an entire can, throw in chunks of.
I was congested. I was tired. I couldn't.
Hey, it's a Karate Kid guy.
I took Alka-Seltzer
I'm just
Plus and
joking.
it helped to remove those cold symptoms.
I'll take some beef chunks, seared beef chunks, throw it in there, and then I'll add in some cheese, onions. You got to be the red onions. Some Tabasco or trapeze hot sauce, and my secret weapon, a little dab of mustard, yellow
The
mustard.
most important thing is to produce a good sound dog and a healthy dog. If you want them in excellent condition, you just have to give them the best.
You got to mix some mustard into the chili first, though.
Mixing the pedigree mealtime with the pedigree is really excellent for the dogs. It makes them healthy. It makes them
Chili
happy.
parlor.
It gives my dogs everything
That
they
sounds
need.
awesome, to be honest. Chili parlor.
Pedigree and pedigree mealtime. Recommended by top breeders.
Your new book talks about dry skin. My skin gets so dry, I could scratch the word dry on it.
Skyline Chili Challenge, 24-hour, like non-stop eating chili for 24 hours.
Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion starts healing dry skin on contact.
Chili cheese fries, yeah. Mustard.
Hero, a new cologne for men.
Some of it seems like a Terminator music in the background. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Chili omelet, that'd be fantastic. No, this is on just a Roku television, flat screen. It's like a 59-inch or something. But you're probably seeing the computer right here. That light, that is a computer. That's the one I had downstairs that I was using for my Friday night streams, but it was having issues, so I have it here now. It's serving as my Plex server. I have a Plex server that it's a Plex server now, and it records off-air television that I set up in the attic. I set up this powered antenna. I don't have YouTube TV anymore, so I have over-the-air television, and I'm picking up around 70 to 80 channels on average, and I got this powered antenna in the attic, and HD home run unit that connects to the network, and then it connects to the server, and it records all my shows and stuff for off-air television, which is pretty amazing because there's so much stuff on off-air TV that's available in larger cities, at least. But yeah, Plex is great. And I got the lifetime Plex like 5 or 10 years ago or something, and so I'm now setting the antenna up about. It was earlier this year. I just set it up in like December, January, somewhere around there. Maybe November. I don't know. I was like, oh yeah, I have a Plex. Let me see if that works. And it's compatible with the device. So. Where's CVG Airport? Selma. Yeah, HD home run tuner. That's right. Yeah.
At 16 Bedford Street, the toast is with fine crystal.
Yeah, I got the quad one too. And I got it because in case the Plex server's down or something, I can still access it.
Which protects them against loss, theft, damage, and doubles the manufacturer's warranty. And with Visa Gold, you can get this protection at nearly 3 times as many places as American Express. Visa
Darn,
Gold,
no way, that's crazy.
you want to be.
Johnny, you're running Plex. Very nice. Yeah, over the air, right? Yep. Did I say off air? Something. I probably would have said something like that.
Check's Party Mix. Any way you make it makes the party.
Kanamashi, what's going on? Chris Filder, Necrotic Gaming. How y'all guys doing? Thanks for joining in. We are recording 80s commercials from a pile of Betamax tapes.
Most awful sound you ever heard.
Amen. It's more like a hissing sound to me. Well, so be it, but I think it had hissing.
Yeah, I have a pretty awesome antenna. I've gone through like 4 or 5 antennas,
Take an early retirement.
and they all suck. So I got this this outdoor antenna that can also be used in the attic, and it's made in South America somewhere. I think it's Argentina or I don't know. I can't remember the name, but it's a really popular brand in South America because in South America, the majority of people there use powered antennas. So I picked this up, and dude, you point it towards where your TV stations are, and it just homes right in. It's freaking awesome. I had my doubts, but oh my god.
After 12 years, the return of the most popular American saga of all time, an all-new chapter of Roots. Louis Gossett Jr. and LeVar Burton are
David's Life. What do you think about this setup versus the other one? Are you talking about my new computer? Oh man, the new computer is amazing. I don't have any issues. Before I was having mic issues constantly. I was having buffering issues. I was having I/O issues. I think I just had too many things hooked up to the computer, so it'd be kind of screwy. Oh snap! That wasn't the show. There we go.
Judy Baskerville. Also tonight, a Bengals fan is hospitalized after a fall at Riverfront Stadium. And a massive
Tanner, what's going on, dude? Shannon, how you doing?
Join us next for
Have a nostalgically succulent night. You too, Shannon.
Little Big Man, 10:35 Eastern on the Superstation next Sunday.
This morning,
All right. Looks like I just bit into a mess of mold. No, I'm just joking. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, Commodore saw that, and that's kind of a problem because if they go to ATSC3, then these tuners, and then also these apps that allow you to watch them on your devices and stuff, they need to update their audio codecs because they're not. Most of them aren't ATSC3 compatible, and some of the stations won't even allow you to record off-air, over-the-air television because of the standard. It's just regulated. And so when you try to tune in, it'll just say, hey, it's not compliant with this station, which kind of sucks. I hope they don't turn over all those stations because it'll kind of make my equipment useless. This tape may be fried a bit. There we go. Okay, just tune it in a bit. Hand tuning my roof antenna. Well, it's kind of hand tuning. You gotta position it. And there's a website you can use to determine exactly where you are and where the television stations are. So I use that as kind of a map. Herb, how you doing? Katrina G, I didn't say hi to you. How you doing, by the way? Sorry about that.
listen to me. Everybody gains weight when they stop smoking. I did it. Went like this, went like this, went like this.
We can't tie their refrigerator door closed, but I know I can tell you they're not going to be gorging themselves because it pacifies their
Yeah,
body.
it's a mess with DRM, dude.
Nope, I didn't have any withdrawals. No withdrawals.
It is a mess. I hope they get it sorted out because so many people are dependent on antenna television. Are we watching a show or is this a bumper? I don't know.
I haven't smoked since. What can I lose? He's going to give me my money back if it doesn't work.
If they're still not successful,
Oh yeah, Macrovision.
we'll refund their
Oh, I remember Macrovision.
Simple as that.
I think all of us kids did. Damn, that was a long-ass cigarette commercial.
Or your money back. Guaranteed.
The other ones didn't. The other ones were more than this one. And
They're making it look like some game show reality TV
Surgeon General
thing.
compares cigarette smoking to or nicotine addiction to a heroin addiction. You tell
Classic
me,
TBS. I think this taping is from TBS, Philip. How'd you know that? Did it post a TBS bug, TV bug?
Call toll-free 1-800-762-3100.
I'm not going to call. I'll save that for Friday.
Don't stop smoking with cigarettes. We'll refund your money. To order, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-762-3100.
Yeah, network television.
Plus $4 postage and handling to cigarettes. Box
Just not
4444, Carlsbad, California.
Just not there anymore, man.
If you want to stop smoking, call 1-800-762-3100 now.
Today, it's Elvis Week, and the King is itching for action on the islands.
You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. Huh? What about it?
Start scratching.
And he finds plenty when he finds paradise. Paradise Hawaiian style. 2:35 Eastern on the...
Well, it is TBS. Very nice.
Murder in Texas will return next Sunday. He knew Custer before The Last Stand. Dustin Hoffman, Faye Dunaway, Little Big Man. 10:35 Eastern on the Superstation next Sunday.
Stand by for a shop-at-home bulletin direct from the New York showroom, where credit card customers call...
I could bring back one show for one more season.
Advanced design products like this first-class leather travel...
I'd bring back the Twilight Zone, and they brought it back. But I would bring back the original 60s Twilight Zone.
For the unheard of price of just $39.95, Clincher by English Leather gives you two complete...
And it would have to be in black and white, too. That is a fine-looking piece of luggage.
Clincher by English Leather has a place for everything, even a wallet-sized security pocket for tickets, passport, credit cards.
Cards. Credit cards. Cards. Cards.
Not $100, not $60, but just $39.
Rod Serling, yeah. Missed that. That guy's story, his life story is pretty amazing. I don't know why they don't make like a mini-series documentary about his life. You know, that'd be amazing.
Digital quartz accuracy and a tiny nightlight. Your free gift with the Clincher by English Leather.
And then add some supernatural twists to it, you know. Oh, look at that fancy desk clock you can get. The executive acrylic desk clock.
Credit cards only by phone.
We have some numbers to call this Saturday or Friday. Sláinte, my friends. Hi, compai.
800-257-1234.
Tonight, the legend continues.
Is that him? Yes. The legend himself.
Do you think Hollywood could do Rod Serling justice?
Richard Harris.
I think
of a man called
we have a lot of smart people out there that could do it, but there's so much red tape with what Hollywood allows and what they don't allow. I don't think it'll ever happen. But we have the talent. I know we do. You know?
You can finish this lick.
Just use AI. I think in another 5 years, maybe even less, you'll be able to produce, direct, write all of your music, all of your content. You can make shows, movies, complete shows and movies using AI. You just have to have the imagination and the know-how to do it. But if you're like a director or producer and you have a great idea that no one wants to listen to your pitches to, it'll be a great tool, as long as it doesn't seem like AI. And I think AI will get to the point where you won't be able to tell the difference. Dude, Dolph Lundgren's mom, thank you so much. Dolph Lundgren's mama poo, thank you so much. Hi, compai, chin chin, cheers, sláinte, and everything in between. Yes, indeed. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's not there yet. It still seems a bit synthetic and inauthentic and unauthentic, and it's just not there.
No
Nobody agrees
and
on what
I think it'll take
pancreatitis, hepatitis.
a handful of years before it gets
Before I go to my
it gets
grave,
it
I have to
just
know.
right. All the nuances and all the details and no hallucinations and all that stuff. And then in 20 years, everyone will be using it for everything. As horrible as that sounds, you know, it is what it is. You don't have, no one uses landlines anymore. I mean, I'm sure there's a handful of people, but
What's your fish wish?
now everybody has a cell phone, so it's just one of those things, you know.
Not soggy.
Crunchy. Wish no more. You can get the Great Gordon's Crunch from
David's Life, there you go. A lot of people have the good ideas, they have the creativity, they just can't put it to work, but they know what they want.
There's no crunch like a Gordon's Crunch. If you've got a fish wish, trust the Gordon's Fisherman.
Crowley's been foreman here since I was
But wouldn't it be pretty cool to see really good productions made by people like you and I, who just want to see something to continue, you know? And you do it for yourself, and if other people like it, they can like it. Kind of fan-made stuff. It'd be pretty cool.
Or Tropicana Pure Premium. You just can't pick a better juice.
You tell him, Mary.
Audio guest, unemployed, dude. Oh, man, that sucks, man. Sorry about that. Are you in design or anything like that? Creative job or?
It takes one to perfect
C-band satellite TV. I don't know what that is.
better than Soloplex.
Is that just like one of those giant satellite dishes that be sitting in the backyard that's like 10 feet tall? And you gotta rotate it? And you get crap from all around the world? I had a cousin who had something like that.
Knowledge and skill, effort and technique to create a strong, balanced, and functional work of art. All of which goes to show the way we build Soloplex is a lot like the way you use it. For a free tour, anytime.
I'm an artist. Okay, the giant dish of C-band. Yeah, my cousins had one. And I had cousins in southwest Texas, out in the boonies. I mean, they were so rural. I mean, it was the most rural thing ever. And stayed at their house for 1 week. And every time the parents split or they left the house, we'd watch all the naughty stuff, right? But dude, you could pull in all kinds of stuff on those big dishes, those big satellite dishes. You can pull in stuff from halfway across the damn world.
Clusters is the only breakfast cereal with almonds, pecans, walnuts, and honey crushed into little nut clusters and mixed with crisp flakes. If you like nuts, you'll love Clusters cereal.
You know, hardly any
Oh,
of this
wow.
stuff can really
Haven't
help
come
you
across this ad in a while.
There is something you could have
It's pretty cool.
that would help you a lot. Do you know what that is?
No, but I'm afraid you're going to tell me.
Yes, it's the new
Yeah, we had all the dirty channels.
Encyclopedia Britannica. Now you tell me. I've got a report due tomorrow.
On what?
On the exploration
That's a
of
good
space.
question. Do those giant Tanner, do those dishes still work?
Apollo moon landing.
All right.
How does it even
This
work?
turned out to be a Britannica commercial. I guess you're going to tell me how somebody could
I mean,
get
you have to go through a provider, right? Or do you just kind of pirate,
800 numbers
aim
on
and
the screen.
point?
Am I right?
Might as well.
And there it is.
To find out how you can own the Encyclopedia Britannica, just call this toll-free
That one check. How you doing, by the way? Kane Pixels is 17 when he made his first backroom videos, and now he's getting professional. Yeah. I didn't know who that was, but I know the backrooms, and it's pretty badass.
Just call this number now. Encyclopedia
The whole
Britannica.
Monday night.
lore, if you will, if there's any, it's just such a cool idea.
A world ruled by the words of one book, The Wizard of Oz. Sean Connery.
Oh gosh. The movie Sean Connery doesn't ever want to admit doing. That was the worst costume design ever. But it's one of the most classic movies just because of it. His 90% nakedness.
I can keep the secret.
So you got to get a descrambler for the satellite? Is that how it works? You just point and shoot? Zardoz. Is that what it's called? Is that what his name was? Or is that the name of the movie? I don't know the name of the movie. I do remember that scenes of him wearing that red bed sheet. It's like a dyed red bed sheet that's twirled up into like a hemp rope. It's such a stupid costume. Such a humiliating costume. Well, for the money, of course. I'm Sean Connery. Sean Connery. Oh, man. Okay, it was the name of the movie. Okay. Yeah, even an appropriate name for an appropriate costume. Someone should totally dress up as that, like at the next comic book convention. Dress up as Zardoz. And they have to be in their 40s. You have to look like you're in your 40s, or so you can't pull it off. Welcome to a rock, Sean Connery. My favorite number's 33.
I swear I'll make everything right.
Hey, Drake's Jewish too? He's got a percentage in there? Good for him.
What can you give me for this miserable cold?
A decongestant for your stuffy nose, plus an antihistamine for sneezing, plus a pain reliever for aching, plus medicine to calm your cough.
Thongkini.
Just 2 Comtrex. Comtrex.
Oh, you made a character in a game? What game was it?
You can live your dream. Be a beautiful brunette, fabulous blonde, or radiant redhead with Ultress. Only Ultress has a gel colorant. What a difference. And the
One sec, I'll be right back.
gorgeous. Be the best you've ever been with Ultress gel colorant.
It's a whole new way to feel shower fresh all day. Like you just stepped out of the shower.
Now I've got that shower fresh feeling with a spray. New Band Spray. It sprays on fresh. Dry and clean, not wet or sticky.
New Van Spray does more than help keep you dry and odor-free. It gives you a shower fresh feeling you can keep morning, noon, and night. New Van Spray. Keep
Had to
that
get my,
shower fresh feeling all day.
It is the only technology of its kind.
My sleeping
Not only proves its performance,
pills, my over-the-counter
with a free
sleep
6-year
aid.
protection plan.
Because
So
I
no
have
matter
problems
how long
sleeping.
you run it or how hard you run it, we promise to fix it free if anything should go wrong. Our competition can't save it, but we can. The Curtis Mathis free 6-year protection plan. It covers every piece of Curtis Mathis audio-video equipment that we sell.
Ooh, that's a
and
fancy
leaves
stuff
everyone
right
else
there. Let me tell you
just
what.
spinning their wheels.
Now, for 1 month free of charge, you can have something in common with world
found-
leaders and opinion
I was,
makers everywhere.
I have
It's
a
the
little
Christian Science Monitor, one of America's
a
finest
butler
newspapers.
dish where you just
The
throw
Monitor will
stuff
give you
in. I
clear,
put
insightful
like
coverage of major
lens
national
cleaners
international
and
events. And now it's
doodads,
yours
but
for 1 month
I don't know why it's
free.
there. I
And if
found
you'd
this
like to
old
continue your subscription, get 2
cologne
additional months,
sample. Y'all
making
remember
3
those
months
cologne
off for
samples
just
that came in these little
$18.
glass
Save
vials?
half off the regular price. Get 1 month of the Monitor free. Call 1-800-257-1234.
It smells like... Oh shit, that was a... I thought it was empty. Crap.
Richard Harris, Michael Beck's Triumphs of a Man Called Horse.
Well, I'm gonna smell like this all night. Yeah.
Murder in Texas will return. Next Sunday, he knew Custer before the last stand. Dustin Hoffman, Faye Dunaway, Little Big Man.
It smells
10:35
like,
Eastern on the Superstation next Sunday.
Like my dad's cologne.
Big bucks, flushing grubs and pheasants. Action. adventure.
Like old daddy cologne.
That's outdoor life. Subscribe to
Is the $2 wine my sleeping aid? It is. It helps. I drink the wine with the over-the-counter sleeping aid.
To order outdoor life and get your free pocket knife. With
And
outdoor life,
it works great.
with tips on spinning for largemouths and bluegills and casting for pike. You'll bring in your buck with the finer points of antler rattling. You'll get your goblet by
It's bringing back a lot of nostalgia.
from the scoop-on scopes to special camping guides.
Society Red, how you doing, by the way? Yeah, man, I would go to the malls when I was a kid. I would go to the malls and get free samples. And my aunt, she worked at a store called,
Call 1-800-253-7800. You'll get a free pocket knife with your
the hell, Sakowitz, something like that. It's a store in Houston. Yeah, it's a Jewish store, okay? Anyway, she worked in the perfume department, so I would always visit her at the store to get me like a bag of samples. But you know, you gotta love the free samples, though. You know. Unisum? No, it's like a generic version of Z-Quill. It's a Walgreens generic version of that, and it costs like a quarter of the price, and it gives you 4 times more. It's like the same ingredient, generic. You know, I always get generic drugs because it's the same thing. You know, it's the same exact ingredient. Oh, the Avon colognes, Commodore. Do you remember the men's Avon colognes that were shaped like sports cars? It was they had these cologne vials that were glass and shaped like sports cars. Stacy, hi, happy Tight Taco Tuesday. Oh, let me stop the recording. Well, after this. My thing.
You like this? I love you.
My thingy will overheat. My recorder will overheat if I play it. Have it recording too long at one time.
I knew what you said about Joe wasn't true. This autopsy.
Tanner, yeah, they used to spray you, right? They used to do like drive-by sprays. That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Murder in Texas will return after these messages.
And I think it was a really good kind of, it was a really good marketing move for Avon because, you know, Avon, it was always the ladies thing, you know. It's like Tupperware parties, but the catalog had some things that the young men would like, you know, sometimes, and it was those sports car cologne vials. I think my mom even bought me one. I think, oh my God. I think I had this entire tape.
All of my favorite heart-thumping tunes from the 50s and 60s. If you're trying to lose weight and you want to keep your heart in
Shut up.
just try
For years you're on that, Brian?
I made this tape with
Alright, now you got me freaked out.
beginners out there to those of you who are already in great shape. So if you're looking for a lively, entertaining, stimulating, humorous, colorful,
It's on YouTube.
frolicking, playful,
Actually, I have this taping,
that's full of kicks,
and I think I uploaded parts of it on one of my videos too.
you don't have to look any further. This is it.
Rockin' to the Oldies? It was one of those Rockin' to the Oldies videos he did.
At just $39.95, Sweatin' to the Oldies is the
Sweatin' to the Oldies,
hottest-selling
that's what it's
workout
called.
tape in America.
Yeah.
It's not sold or rented in any store, so you must call this toll-free number to order your copy. 1-800-942-4500. That's 1-800-942-4500. From Ain't No Mountain High Enough to Beyond the Sea,
Sweatin' to the Oldies is
Sweatin',
jam-packed
sweatin'.
with 45 minutes of your favorite 50s and 60s hits. So call 1-800-942-4500.
Tonight on National Geographic, their business is making films.
Chris, that's actually pretty cool.
Look behind the
Holy
camera.
Fook!
The world's
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
outrageous cameraman on Explorer. 9 p.m. Eastern on the Superstation. Tonight.
Murder in Texas will return next Sunday. He knew Custer before the last stand. Dustin Hoffman, Faye Dunaway, Little Big Man. 10:35 Eastern on the Superstation.
Man, that's
next
potent.
Sunday.
I thought it was completely void of any cologne. But like 4 drops, thick, juicy drops, piled up on my wrist and...
Only on the Superstation. 10:05 Eastern beginning Monday. The number one
kind of burns the nostrils.
Is cross-country skiing. And now it can be duplicated in your home with Easy Glider.
Pauly Shore short movie? No, I need to look that up.
All it takes to strengthen and firm all major muscle groups and lose weight aerobically. You can burn up to 360 calories per workout, plus toe, chest, arms, and back, calves,
Camping Man, you'll be a good testing dummy. Okay, I've only been doing it for a couple of years.
This handsome unit folds down quickly.
If you're doing it 20 plus years, I think I feel a little bit better.
But Easy Glider is now just $49.95, and your satisfaction is absolutely guaranteed. Grab the bargain.
I can't do polls on this one, man. Sorry.
Now only $49.95.
But let me pick.
Use your credit card to avoid COD charges, or send check or money order for $49.95 plus $9 shipping and handling to Easy Glider, PO Box 7500 at
Oh, definitely a shark.
or call 1-800-257-1234.
Polar bears are some freaky, dangerous, clever animals, man. Actually, there was a video or a post I saw recently about a lady who decided to jump in an area in the zoo where a polar bear was being held, and the polar bear, the middle of the area had like this body of water, like a tiny pond that the polar bear could live in and enjoy the water and stuff. But this girl just jumped in. I think she got topless too, and she was like, look at me, animals. And well, she got devastated by the bear pretty quickly. Yeah. She got some nature. That's all right. Yeah. Yeah, this is an 88, I believe, a 1988 tape. Court Jester. Hope it gets made into a full movie. It's about 10 minutes long. Okay, I'll check it out. Maybe I'll show it on Friday. Yeah. Or parts of it. Okay. Let me stop it real quick because my recorder's starting to overheat for a little bit. But let me share what other tapes I have here. Maybe y'all can pick. Yeah, polar bears are some of the most dangerous bears. I mean, they are very aggressive. Super aggressive bears. Between a polar bear and a grizzly? Oh, that's a good question. Even better question. Would you rather be near a polar bear or a grizzly? I would say grizzly. I mean, a polar bear. I think grizzlies are more aggressive and dangerous than polar bears. But I don't know. Who knows? I'm not an expert. Okay, let's see. So I got some tapes. What would you all like to see? Let's see. This one looks pretty old. You can tell it's going to be a good one because the tape has turned into library book yellow paper. Let's see who's got any mold first. This one has aliens and alien on it. This one has a streetcar named Desire. And this one has a few. Phantom of the Opera, Opera, embryo, civilization, something. And I got one more. Well, I got plenty, but I'll just take 4 here. And we got North by Northwest. Great movie. That's a fantastic movie. Wide World of Sports. Huh. Maybe I'll do this one. Wide World of Sports. Isn't that like a cartoon? An animated sports show? Wide World of Sports? It sounds familiar. Or maybe it's really just a sports show. All right. Let's start playing again. Polar Bear or Yeti?
We will return to our feature, Murder in Texas, after these messages.
It's bloopers. Okay, awesome. Yeah.
Today, it's Elvis Week.
We'll try that one.
Itching for action on the islands.
You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours.
That means there's probably ads, so.
Start scratching.
And he finds plenty when he finds paradise. Paradise Hawaiian style. 2:35 Eastern on the Superstation today.
Tiger cage. 4 feet, 6 feet by 4 feet. Not tall enough for a man to stand up in. His American POWs were held captive in cages like this one for months, sometimes for years.
I forgot this actor's name, but I love this
Some say there
guy.
were no heroes in Vietnam. I'm Robert Stack.
Robert Stack. There you go.
The Vietnam experience, Time Life books, brings the war home like nothing else I've ever seen.
He was in a. What show is he in?
So close you can taste it.
Come on, we're all thinking of it. Mystery something. Unsolved Mysteries.
One rescue to Huey Chopper.
Not on Unsolved Mysteries? I thought he was on Unsolved Mysteries. He was, right? Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah, yeah.
Strategies and the grunts fought to the death carrying them. Engage the enemy from the way to the DMZ. Some of the heaviest
I should mod my Betamax player with a small blower fan.
shows you the wars you've never seen it before.
The exhaust, the
More than
heat.
220 photographs.
Oh, it's not my beta player that heats up. It's my
Unforgettable first-person accounts.
it's my recorder.
Right
It's
now,
a
there's
digital
special reason
recorder.
to call for a 10-day free examination
Actually, let me see if I can
of
show you.
photography. The price of your introductory volume is just $4.99. It's a savings of $10 off the regular.
It's this
series
guy
price.
right here.
And you'll receive this detailed military map of Vietnam as a free gift.
Yeah.
The Vietnam experience. Some say there were no heroes. Call now for your first volume. Then you decide for yourself.
To order your first book and free map, call now 1-800-228-2222. It'll be sent to you free for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $4.99 plus shipping and handling. That's a savings of $10 off the regular price. Other books will follow one about every other month. Keep only those you want, cancel anytime. So call now 1-800-228-2222.
Introducing the amazing laser beam wristwatch. Destined to become a legend in its own
Yeah, it's
time,
pretty
we
awesome.
believe
It's
it will soon be one of the most sought-after
Black
watches in
Magic
history. However, as part of a special
field
publicity
monitor,
campaign,
and
we
these
will
field
send you one of
monitors.
these amazing new
This
laser
this
beam
is a newer
luxury
one. It
watches.
accepts
Not the hundreds of
SSDs.
dollars you might expect.
All the newest SSD stuff. So I have a 4
your
terabyte
amazing laser
set up
beam
to it over
wristwatch for only
USB-C,
$10. You must act now.
and it rips 4K onto it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Monday, a lover's quarrel, corporate blackmail, and murder baffle Perry Mason. Then
He was a
Nick
Transformers
Nolte and
voice
Don
too.
Johnson are in
Really?
hot pursuit
That's pretty cool.
of a good time. Return to Macon County. It all starts at 12:05 Eastern on the Superstation Monday.
You miss the boys, don't you? So do I. I'll be home in the morning.
This recording is a lot more stable than the one that was previous to it. Thank God, because the other recording, man, it was a pretty bad recording. Yeah, I'm not a good modder. I would love to mod it, but I'll be honest, I suck. I'm a very clumsy person. Like IKEA furniture, I have to put it together twice. And if I'm bad at IKEA, you can only imagine how many other things I screw up. I try to be handsy, like hands-on handsy. I try to be hands-on with things, but I always screw things up. I'm just not a very hands-on person. But it would be nice if it didn't overheat. But I am recording in like the best non-raw codec. It's an Apple codec, and it's HQ quality, and it's in 4K 60 frames per second. So yeah, after an hour it overheats, but that's understandable. It's a ProRes HQ. Yeah, that's what it's called, ProRes HQ.
Our feature, Murder in Texas, starring Sam Elliott, will return after this. The year is 2293, and life is ruled by the words of
Oh, here it is.
The Wizard of Oz, Sean Connery, Sardoz, 8:05 Eastern on the Superstation
Oh man,
Monday night.
they wouldn't dare show him with the full body suit. Or
Sure did. Yes.
what's left of it.
First, cigarettes helps you break the nicotine addiction, and it works in as little as 7 days. But you gain any weight?
So no, it's not IKEA. I got it from Wayfair. I think I got it from Wayfair. But I did have to put it together, and it's funny you mention it because I got two of these. The first one I didn't put together properly. I put the shelf backwards, so I had to unscrew everything. So pissed off. It was like I was working on the third shelf. I put it on backwards, got to the top shelf, had to undo. Yeah.
Nothing. I set the date.
I can't even get a shelf right.
I haven't smoked since.
What can I lose? He's going to give me my money back if it doesn't work.
If they're still not successful with the program, we'll refund
Program.
As simple as that.
No matter how much you smoke, no matter how long you've been smoking, with cigarettes you'll quit or your money back. Guaranteed.
John Kelly, thanks man, I appreciate it.
It didn't work, and they didn't guarantee it. Dave, when the Surgeon General compares cigarette smoking to or nicotine addiction to
Yeah, I'm right-handed.
you tell me, wouldn't you need some help?
But
It really works.
funny thing is I use my left hand dominant for a lot of things.
If we could give this gift to the world, wow.
Don't know why. I'm right-handed, but I do use my left hand
3100. Cigarette is the perfect gift to give
for a lot of
yourself or someone you
tasks.
love. If you don't stop smoking
Like,
with cigarettes, we'll refund your money.
a good example is when I take out the trash, I never use my right hand. It's got to be my left hand. It just feels right. when I was in when I was taking martial arts, my left kick and my left jab was my preferred power punch and kick.
New Custer before the last stand. Dustin Hoffman, Faye Dunaway, Little Big Man.
So maybe I am a lefty, but I just forced myself to be a righty. Who knows?
Proudly presents Country USA.
David's life. There you go, dude. Bassoon Jedi. Now you want to smoke? I'm sorry.
The greatest stars of country music in this all-new collection.
No, this is a hard-hitting copyright right there. Oh, that one too. All of these classics. Please don't take me down.
Country USA album features the greatest hits of a single year. Start your collection with 24 country hits from the year 1960.
Phil, oh, there you go. Trevisaurus. Funny thing is when I bowl, my curveball is not like this. It's like that. It's backwards. This feels uncomfortable. This feels right for me. Doing it from the inside out. It's very strange.
To order, credit card customers
call 1-800-872-9800. That's 1-800-872-9800. Or save COD charges and save
Yeah, this tape is going to be full of numbers we're calling on Friday.
compact disc, plus $3 shipping and handling too. Country 1961 P.O. Box 1880.
Dude, Kier, how you doing, Kier? We got Kier up in the house. What's up, Kier? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tight Taco Tuesday with polar bears and sharks. What? That is so weird. We were just talking about polar bears and sharks. Would you rather be in a cage with a polar bear and shark? Did we see this earlier? Is that why you said that? Or is this a total coincidence? Thank you so much, Kier. Love you, girl. Cheers. Hike and pie. Chin chin. Bottoms up. That's a repeat at it. That's why y'all mentioned it. I wasn't paying attention. All right. I was like, whoa, we should go play the lottery or something. Someone asked if we'd rather be caged with in a cage with a polar bear or in a cage with a shark. Not with the shark, but with the shark on the outside of the cage. And that's where you got it from. Okay. Dino, how you doing? Pork chop sandwich. Pork chop sandwich. Hey, this actor, he's the guy from Roadhouse without the white long hair. This is that cowboy bouncer guy. That's him. Holy smokes.
What was that?
I just barely recognized him. He was also in that bowling comedy, Kingpin. Yeah. Sam Elliott. Yeah. Crazy. I've never seen Sam Elliott so young.
Your Honor, we move for a mistrial. The lady has injected by her comments before the jury testimony to the effect that the defendant admitted
It's
that
so
he killed
weird.
his wife with a needle.
That's crazy. Huh. He's probably only 29 years old there. Big Lebowski? Yeah, Lebowski, not Kingpin. My bad. I was thinking bowling and I thought of Kingpin, but yeah, Big Lebowski. One of my favorite movies, Big Lebowski. Love The Big Lebowski. Oh my God, such a good movie. Such a great movie. It's one of those movies that you can rewatch it and enjoy it again and again. There's some movies you can't enjoy again. It's like, oh, that was a great movie, but man, I wouldn't want to go through that again. But there's a lot of movies that have such rewatchability to them, you know?
We will return to Murder in Texas after this. Tonight, the legend continues. Richard Harris, Michael Beck, Triumphs of a Man Called Horse. 7 Eastern on the Superstation.
What?
Tonight.
What kind of movie is this? Never heard of that movie.
Why did I buy this 89 Tercel? 3 reasons. 1, as debating team captain, I'm making a point about
I think I've seen this Tercel still driving on the road
as an economics
recently.
major, I'm studying the affordability factor.
Toyotas will last forever. If you take care of your Toyota,
And 3,
dude,
as homecoming queen.
it will outlive you.
Imagine yourself thousands of feet beneath the ocean surface as you witness a terrifying shark attack. Or dive even further.
Big Lebowski's rewatchable annually, yeah. It's kind of like Christmas movies, you know? There's certain Christmas movies you gotta watch and you enjoy watching once a year. It's kind of like that, yeah.
To the world next door, no one magazine brings you the people, the places, and the events of the world around you, like National Geographic.
Love old school TBS, yeah. There's a lot of 800 numbers on TBS. mini infomercials.
You'll experience over 75 new adventures, and your membership helps support scientific work, such as Gene Goodall's research.
Yeah, Toyota makes a great car. I have a Toyota. I have a 4Runner from like 2015, 2016. The thing is rock solid. It does not want to die. It just, we never have issues with it. It just keeps going. I even almost completely totaled it. Had it redone. Like the entire, like 30% of the car was completely obliterated in an accident. And
Send your check to National Geographic.
it was a rebuilt title, kind of, or what do they call it? Damaged title or wrecked title? Anyway.
228-1800. That's 1-800.
Around, and that was right after I'd bought it, like a year after owning it. I completely, it was my fault. It's a long story, but
Murder in Texas will
I hit this Mercedes,
He knew Custer before the last stand.
and her car got a tiny ding in the front of my 4Runner. It caved in like a Coke can.
Next, the king is back.
And it cost like, I don't know, it was like 15 grand to repair all of this about 9 years ago. Not 9 years ago, I'm sorry. About 2016. It was 2017, so about 7 years ago, 8 years ago. 7 years ago, yeah.
Listen to what these folks have to
Anyway,
say.
no problem since that rebuild. It's perfect. No issues ever.
Had other hearing aids,
Just keeps
and
going.
There was a lot of background noise with them, but not with the bell tones.
Being able to hear my own voice enabled me to project from the pulpit better.
It opens up a whole brand new beautiful world.
Hearing aids, like this tiny Bell-tone petite, the one I wear, have
The one I wear.
to our lives. If you have a hearing problem, then call
This picture quality is super fuzzy. I don't know. That's a lot of 800s. And I don't like using picture quality that has this much antenna fuzz going on, but we'll see. I'll keep recording. What is this movie called? Something in Texas? A Little Fuzz is fun. Maybe I'll make an episode, because I do have, now, I have a good handful of fuzzy ads. Maybe I'll make it antenna TV commercials from the 80s. Yeah, I think that'll be a good title. Maybe? Who knows? Do y'all say antenna or antenna? I say antenna, even though I'm from Texas. I should say antenna.
What does grapefruit juice have in common with a pelican? Both come from Florida. Of course, grapefruit juice is...
YouTubers purposely add fuzz and glitches? Yeah, that's true.
And it's more refreshing. So for a great refreshing taste, keep the pelicans in Florida and 100% pure grapefruit juice in your fridge.
Yeah, that was Doug, dude. I think that was Doug before he had his own series. TBS. TBS, he was like the cartoon mascot for a while, right?
Now, for the first and only time, 30 of Neil's greatest hits are together in a single magnificent collection from Silver Eagle Records.
When I was young, you are the sun, I am the moon, you are the words I am.
WTBS logo. Oh, okay. Mr. Astrodome, how you doing, dude? Love the name. Always love the name. Someone needs to come up with the name Mr. Astroworld, and then we can have a trifecta friendship.
30 hits discs on 3 LPs or 2 cassettes, $16.95. 2 CDs, $21.95.
Sweet Caroline. Bum, 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 bum. I have a slew of 800 numbers to call this Friday.
For 2 compact discs, plus $3.50 shipping and handling to Neil Diamond, Box 1, Orchard Park, New York.
I get more emotional. Why do I get this way sometimes?
Premenstrual syndrome. It's triggered by a complex biochemical process inside your body and can be relieved with the right medicine. Midol PMS from the...
Here, oh, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfecto. I'll tell you what. And I think Insane just landed. He flew in yesterday. So he should be available now. If you need me to reach out, let me know. I'll reach out to him.
We hope you've enjoyed.
I know he's probably busy catching up with home life and stuff right about now,
In the
but
wildest western you've ever seen. Little Big Man, 10:35 Eastern on the Superstation next Sunday.
a slew equals cornucopia? Yeah, I would say that.
Magic and the Lakers. Kenny Smith in Sacramento. Will the real California King please stand up? 8:05 Eastern.
Art Man, how you doing, dude? Savvy Bear, how you doing? I didn't see you guys.
King is back.
Orlando, how you doing?
Life to the fullest in Paradise Hawaiian style. The Superstation.
No? Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's get the next tape in. That was a long-lasting, high-quality tape. High quality, I tell you what. There we go. We finished it. High quality. Quality. Ripped. All right. All right. So I didn't get what y'all wanted to watch next for the taping, for the transfer. I had a few tapes. Oh yeah. All right. It's going to be a Wild World of Sports and North by Northwest. Oh, I love when people do this. Okay, so I love OCD, VCR enthusiast from the 80s. They just love their tapings. So look how detailed he got. He used a ruler to create the lines. He wrote in red the name, black for the caption material. And then, look at this. He even cut out the damn TV guide or newspaper schedule and took the movie description from the TV guide and taped it onto the tape. Man, I love people who do this, you know? It's just crazy, the stuff that people will do to stay organized and true enthusiast, I tell you. True enthusiasts. Jen, how you doing? Yeah, movie only? I hope not. We'll see. Yeah.
Temper goes a long way.
Oh, this is definitely
Up now, WBFS
over-the-air TV. Look at the amount of fuzz. This is going to be a fuzz antenna special when I upload this.
on Florida's Superstation, WBFS.
That is some hardcore fuzzy fuzz. Let me stop recording. Is that women's wrestling? Is that Glow? Is she pelvic thrusting that other person's pelvic area?
WBFS pays tribute to actor Cary Grant with a special
That's fantastic.
presentation
That is
of North by
fantastic.
Northwest. Here on Florida.
It is Glow. It is Glow. Dude, I have never had a Glow tape. If this has any Glow material, I'll be pretty psyched up about it. I used to watch Glow. I think it came on around 10 or 11 at night on weeknights, or Sundays or something weird. It was like so off schedule from normal programming. And I would watch it just because I was hoping some pretty women would wrestle. Of course, you had to get past the giant Hawaiian Polynesian princess, of course, and then Rocky's mom. But there are some few goodies in there, you know. Remember that? I had watched it. I didn't watch it a lot, but it was fun to watch when I did watch it. All right. I'll be right back.
Friday nights at 11 on TV 33. Tonight on TV 33, we remember America's leading man. From Archibald Leach to the marquee magic of Cary Grant, we remember him as the sophisticated and elegant gentleman with the diversity of playing anything from comical buffoon to a master of mystery. Join us now as TV 33 presents Cary Grant in the Hitchcock classic North by Northwest. North by Northwest, brought to you by Lowenbrow. This world calls for Lowenbrow.
All right. Couldn't find the darn button to turn the mic back on. If y'all haven't seen North by Northwest, it's a fantastic movie. You got Cary Grant in there. What an amazing actor back in the day. No, I don't pre-screen them. I think we saw the partial footage of a XXX tape from last live stream. I did my tape transfer. But no, I've gotten pretty lucky. I haven't found any creepy, weird, dark stuff on any of these tapes that wouldn't be suitable for the general audience. But Artman, yeah, that's what I use to edit all my videos. I use Premiere exclusively for all of my stuff. I love Premiere. Easy to use, that's for sure. Oh, there was a technical difficulties? Well, at least I got it recorded, that's for sure. Ah, here we go. Yeah, these are some snowy, fuzzy footage. But I think it's got its own appeal, yeah.
North by Northwest, starring Cary Grant, will continue.
Testicle difficulties.
Only Lowenbrow is brewed in Munich, brewed in England, Sweden, Canada, Japan, and here in America.
Dude, yeah, it's a great piece of software.
Smooth American beer.
We'll try to fix the tracking here. There we go.
Could be smoother.
It was a Quaker belief that anything a man made, he should make wholeheartedly.
Perhaps a bit creamier.
Dude, Mr. Astrodome, I tried using DaVinci, but I just couldn't get used to the workflow process in it. It's so alien compared to Premiere.
Tis the left
And I originally started using Sony Vegas. I don't know if you guys remember that. There's a video editing software that was really popular in the early 2000s called Sony Vegas. And transitioning from that to Premiere was really easy. And then I tried using Final Cut and DaVinci Resolve, and it was really tough. And I didn't want to relearn the whole process. But I know DaVinci's a bit superior to Premiere. You just got to learn how to use it. Dude, Kier, you crazy gal? What's wrong with you? Thank you so much.
Hello, Doctor.
Here's the last driblets of my wine. Thank you so much. Cheers to you. Hi from Pie, Chin Chin.
Because AT&T saves you 35%.
Thanks, Kier. Crazy gal, you crazy cat.
Doctors always keep us waiting.
AT&T.
K-Den Live. No, I haven't even heard of that. No, is it pretty good? I do like Premiere because of how many... Yeah, it's got some bad tracking.
And the 5-speed stick puts you in control of America's lowest priced 4x4. All this for as little as $70.95. But you better hurry. They get away fast. See Reef Suzuki in Lauderdale Lakes or King Suzuki of Sunrise.
Now here's your burger.
So all my VCRs are pretty new. And Betamax, you know, they fell off. So it's hard to find equipment with the newer technology of more modern VCRs, so I'm always having to fiddle around with the tracking and stuff.
Thursday at 8, take a trip to the fourth dimension.
I found that I could stop for a day, an hour, or even for a second to observe, then go ahead of you.
Great movie, The Time Machine. Oh man, it's a classic.
Where the future waits.
I hope to take back the knowledge and the advancement that mankind has made.
Mr. Ashton, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, Final Cut Pro is a bit different from Vegas, but yeah, it's a very powerful piece of software.
33's prime movie. We return to a tribute to Cary Grant in North by
The Ghost of Steve. Bottle of $2 wine. It's actually not bad. It's so this bottle of wine is comparable to like a $10 bottle of wine average. It's not hog spit. They underprice it. I don't think they make any money off of it. And they apparently Charles Shaw, this wine brand which is exclusive to Trader Joe's. They made a deal with Trader Joe's a long time ago that the price would always stay the same. Kind of like the Costco hot dog soda combo for $1.50. They're not really making any money off of it. But it's actually pretty decent wine. It's not that bad. Ah, it's free? Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, The Time Machine from the 60s. That movie is such a good movie. And it carries with it that 1960s big Hollywood look and feel. Dan, how you doing, dude? TGIT. It's my Friday off tomorrow. Hey, there you go. Ruben, dude, thank you so much, Ruben. Very kind of you. Just for that, we're going to do a little refill. Heartbreak Ridge. Oh my God! I have to record this. I mean, I have to rewind this. I don't care that I'm recording. This is one of my favorite movies. This is one of my favorite underrated Clint Eastwood movies and military movies of all time. Cheers to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
tribute to Cary Grant in North by Northwest will continue on TV 33.
Get on your feet, Highway!
Ruben, cheers to you. Hi, Kampai, Chen Chen, Schlancha.
Heartbreak Ridge, rated R. Starts Friday, December 5th.
Great movie. Such a good movie.
Just when I have no time to do
I can count on both hands how many times I've seen that movie.
Where a bag of Hershey Kisses is just $1.89. And brand name toys like Centurion Heroes and Villains, just $10.89.
Mr. Astrodome, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
What I need in no time at all, which gives me more time to enjoy the things that take
Over the
more
air,
time.
DXing, recording different TVs. No, I think I had one, but it was flipping through channels for just a period of 5 minutes. But I don't come across people doing that ever on my tapes, unfortunately. Like they kind of forgot they were recording and they just start flipping. Simply Steve, how you doing, Simply? No, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool because I've seen both movies. Yeah. Slancha, Kier, Slancha. No, it's not snowing here.
I just can't get away from work to sign
Oh,
papers.
you're asking somebody else.
Is there
Sorry.
some other way? Good question, and I have the answer. Glendale Federal. When they approve
My favorite number's 33. Good to see you, man. You're not late. You're just on time when you need to be.
Stuck out here at the beach all day, huh? Poor baby. With Glendale Federal.
Cilantro chanchla.
We will return to
Cilantro son. Yeah, that's pretty good. Eckerd. I used to go to Eckerd a lot as a kid, mainly to pick up stuff from my parents.
So big, no other reporter would touch it. Listen, Mark, I'm convinced that Mindy knows something about these UFO sightings. All you have to do is get me proof that there's an alien being here on Earth, and the money's yours.
Oh man, great bumper. Great bumper. Nanu. I wanted to go to Japan this year, but it's looking like more like next year when I'm 50. And on that 13-hour flight, maybe I'll get thrombosis, a blood clotting or something. Who knows? Knock on wood. I shouldn't joke like that. That's
Another 30 seconds of common sense. Introducing the 1987 Hyundai Excel, tooting its own horn. See, the Hyundai
looks like the
Excel
troll
has
is back.
become
Who's trolling? Who's trolling?
import ever. In fact, it now outsells the Toyota Tercel, Toyota Corolla, and even the Honda Civic. And to those of you who made this tooting possible,
This will all go to Japan together. That would be crazy. That'd be amazing.
for the rest of you, better toot on down to your Hyundai dealer.
Test drive an XL at one of these Miami Fort Lauderdale Hyundai.
Yeah, we're trying to time it around when my nieces are not in college. So
Remote control VHS tape recorders are only $223. Your great
it's either going to be
TV, audio, and video, Kaufman and Roberts.
spring or fall or late fall, somewhere around there.
As we remember Cary Grant.
St. Louis. Nice. Dave's Archives fan. That'll be fun. Charlene Hernandez. What is happening with you? How you doing? Staying so young. I eat a lot of protein. Oh, I see. Yeah, let's talk here. Let's actually talk about it when we do our little talking. let's talk about it when we do our talking. Let's talk about it when we get on the stream. That'll be fun. I do need to make a trip out to PA, like 100%. I owe a visit, like tenfold over. Artman, you live near. You're coming here. Are you talking about Pennsylvania? Are you talking about PA or? Yeah, I love Japan. I miss Japan so much. I thought I was going to stay there for the rest of my life when I was in my 20s. I thought I was going to retire there in the military because I was stationed there for 2.5 years-ish. It was an interesting situation, but I thought I was going to retire there and open up my own bar right off the beach. That was my plan. You know, maybe pull in $40,000 to $50,000 a year by running a bar off the beach. Nothing crazy, just very minimal life and life expenses. But when you're living on meager income but have an amazing lifestyle because of something like that, you're happy, you know? And of course, my home would be above the bar. I'd be living on top of the bar. I wake up, get ready, get the bar ready at 4-ish, you know? The cool thing about running a bar is that you're not working 8 to 5. You're opening up later in the day. Be a great life. Alex, how you doing? Good to see you. My favorite number's 33. Oh, y'all live next to a bar? Is that your watering hole? Because that would be pretty awesome. That would be freaking awesome. What is this? Horror movie trailer. I love 80s horror movie trailers. They're so good. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this.
A slash course in absolute terror. Sorority House Massacre.
Never seen Sorority House Massacre. That's freaking awesome. I don't get too many horror movie trailers like that. Schlitz mal liquor. Boo. The ghost of Steve is a troll.
Days when you were king of the hill. Days of love lost and won.
Is he?
The kind of days you never forget. It was up to me. It would be 19.
I haven't been reading all the comments, but if y'all feel that this person's bothering y'all, just let me know and we'll moderate as needed.
Perfect time to snuggle up to some great sale prices. You'll find sensational savings on super singles and special holiday buys from $2.99 or less.
Someone just walked by me and I thought it was a ghost, but it was a real person.
Enjoy the holidays even more with our special financing featuring no payments until May. And to top it all off, there's great buys on sheet sets from
Charlene, yeah, I'll be live streaming Friday, most likely. There's a chance I may be busy that evening, just a small chance. So I may be moving it to Saturday, but I'll be 100% live streaming either Friday or Saturday, and it's looking like it's going to be Friday.
Complete car stereo systems from $49. Don't miss Captain Video's holiday sale going on now. On-the-spot financing available to qualified buyers at South Florida's home of
Dolph Lundgren's mom, your dad learned to speak English from the Fonz. Are you serious? Did you say, hey? That's pretty awesome, actually. Trip to St. Louis next year? Anything's up in the cards. We'll see.
tissue has a special kind of softness.
Chachi became a weirdo.
And you can feel the difference quilting makes.
Alex Dawson. Oh, Alex. You sent me the you emailed me about that, right? I meant to share that in the live stream, I think. Yeah, and I forgot about it, and I had thought about it the next day. I was like, oh my god. I told him I was going to share that, yeah. Yeah, I'll share that on Friday. I just totally forgot about it. You doing a trivia game event on that evening, but you should be out of the clear by 9. Okay, Art, I'm holding you to it. The real fart supreme. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hey, we'll see you, Art. And hey, man, congratulations on the books, dude. I hear you're about to put out your 4th or 5th book. Is that what it was? And the cover art looks pretty darn good, honestly. Looks pretty cool.
A tribute to Cary Grant in North by Northwest will continue on TV 33.
That's right, the 5th one. Okay. Well, good luck with it, man. And I hope everything goes fantastic for you. Honestly, seriously. I find it, I think I talked about this before, but I find it amazing that people can sit down and put together a piece of literature, and it's like one of those things where people learn how to fly a jet or an airplane. I could never ever do that in my wildest dreams. It seems like the impossible thing. I just don't have the the mentality to do something something like that. And writing a book is on top of that. It's one of those things. Yeah.
The world's first eyewear department store.
Oh, speaking of Tron Energy Trouble Slide, you see the 3rd installment of the Tron movie franchise? I'm so excited. I loved all the Tron movies. The first one, the second one, fantastic. The third one, dude, 9 Inch Nails doing all of the most of the soundtrack, most of the movie. It's just blown away by the trailer.
John Nesbitt talks with Southern Bell about business communications.
So every company needs a communication system that allows them to plan for the future, allows them to grow.
But that's one of the few movies.
That's right, John.
There's only a few movies I'm really looking forward to, and that's one of them.
Basically, what it offers is unlimited growth potential without ever having to change their communication system. And they know that Southern Bell's going to...
Yeah, Disney's not been doing too well with their movies. They've been making some decisions that the fan base doesn't care about, and I hope they go back to what the second movie installment was like. I hope they keep that look and feel the same, and it looks like they are with the trailer.
She's got this special way she prepares food. What's that special thing you do, Grandma?
I cook it.
The holidays.
This season, I'm eating
The artifacts, yeah, there's a lot of terms.
golden brown, and I don't
Like
have
this,
to
for
cook.
example.
That's a holiday treat.
Gee, Grandma, you're not serious about not
Antenna snow. It's a pretty good one. Just bad reception, tracking issues, the usual stuff. Nothing technical, no. Dan, you learned to flight. Oh, dude, MS Flight. Dan, did you get the entourage of accessories to get the full experience? Because back when that game first came out, it created a whole ensemble of really cool flight accessories you can get for the computer.
A closer look at Walgreens for Christmas.
These are some really good Christmas ads in this lineup.
Christmas spirit at Walgreens. Take a closer look at Walgreens for Christmas. We're right here close to you.
Philo, good. How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Y'all can't watch the last live stream? I thought it was not blocked.
With your
I made sure not to play any copyrighted music. Why did it get blocked? Is it blocked?
It gives you 30 minutes of calling for only $10 a month.
Let me see. Reach out and touch someone. Oh shit, it is blocked. Why the hell did it get blocked? I was on my best behavior. Why the hell did it get blocked? It is blocked. Okay. That's annoying. I tried playing just my non-copyrighted music. That sucks. Wonder what did it. Okay. Oh, that's a great ad. Oh, Silver Bullet ad. I'll look into cutting out the portion that got copyrighted so that y'all can watch it. I do have the ability to cut out stuff. Sometimes it will globally block it immediately and completely remove it because of certain criteria, but I'll see if I can unblock it. It sucks because the last 3 lives, a lot of my lives get rewatched or they get a lot of hits after people who couldn't attend and stuff like that. And it sucks when it does get blocked. For those of you who do want to rewatch anything that was blocked in the past, just jump onto my Twitch account. There's a link in the description of this video and all my live videos. Go to my Twitch link, join it, and you should be able to rewatch all of those live streams if it's not on YouTube. Just a heads up. Saw square sign? Dude, is that why you have the name Saw square sign? For those of you who don't know anything, well, are not familiar with synthesizers, analog synthesizers, things of that nature, Saw square sign is actually a analog parameter for making particular sounds, nuances on an analog synth. That's pretty awesome. I could be wrong. Am I right? I think I'm right, right? Saw square sign? I'm going off memory here, which is not that great.
Take a trip to the 4th dimension. I found that I could stop for a day, an hour, or even for a second to observe, then go ahead of you.
Okay, I'm right. Okay, finally, I'm right for once. Alex Grogan, dude. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Instead, I find vegetables.
This is a movie I need to rewatch again. It's been a long time.
Thursday at 8 on 33's Prime Movie.
When you get that hungry feeling any time of the day, Combo's really cheeses your hunger away.
Fuzzy, snowy, old commercials to get the nostalgia blood pumping. That's what I'll name the next video. Because all of these ads have some pretty not so good reception.
Just when you need it most, Toyota introduces a roomy new kind of getaway car, the versatile new Toyota Corolla FX16. The all-new FX16 slips through traffic that snarls other cars. 16-valve quick, tires that stick, 4-wheel disc equipped. The gutsy new Toyota FX16. What a way to get away from it all.
Society Red, dude, you know what's awesome? I love that they still sell combos, and the packaging looks like it did back in the 90s and 80s. On occasion, I'll get the pizza combos, and there's another one I like. It's like a Fiesta something. It's like a taco flavored combo. I don't remember the name of it though. I don't know. Do y'all remember what it's called?
Full of savings, just for you. It's Lindsley's Holiday Sale Book, and it features over 500 items for your home and for gifts. For example, save $20 on a GTE.
This guy sounds like Jason Alexander.
Homemade answering machine.
only $77. And save $70 on a Structo
Eh.
gas grill, only $199.
Calzone.
If you didn't get a holiday book in the mail,
Call me
stop
T-Bone.
at Lindsley and pick up one. It's filled with the best for less.
Dude, he sounds a lot like Jason Alexander.
When an urgent package leaves your hands, make sure the hands you leave it in can deliver. Express mail overnight service from your
Yeah, pizza is definitely number one. And then their taco or Mexican flavored one is really good too.
over 97% of the time and climbing. For about half what most others charge. £2, just $10.75. Express mail overnight service. When we say overnight, we mean overnight.
Isn't that crazy? Express mail.
You remember the old gang from What's
Federal
Happening?
Express.
There's rerun.
Kids nowadays don't know what FedEx means. They just know the name FedEx, but they don't know it's, you know, a play on words for Federal Express.
And most hilarious half hour. So don't miss the all-new What's Happening Now. It's 7 years later, and the last
George is getting upset. Hot Vandalay. You met Jason? Dude, that's freaking awesome. He's actually a really good actor. He's a classically trained actor. I mean, all of them are, but he's like real classically trained. And he always wanted to do Broadway and serious movies, but then he got hitched into this series called The Seinfeld. And he'll never, ever be able to escape the typecasting from that show. None of them will. Unless they start their own YouTube channel or something, which some of them have. Oh, he was good in Pretty Woman. I made most of my wealth in latex. Latex. But one thing Jason does have a lot of, he has a lot of commercials. He has made so many commercials. Mostly snack food. Not surprising. Eagles, chips, pretzels, other food items. He's done a lot of food. I mean, obvious. Most actors do food commercials, but he was really in the snack arena of advertisements. McDLT.
A tribute to Cary Grant in North by Northwest will continue on TV
Yeah,
33.
and he performed like he was on Broadway on that McDLT dancing ad. He was doing the whole jig. He was like doing, I don't know what you call all the dance moves, but he was doing all of them. Him in his khakis. So good. So, and he had a head of hair. It's pretty amazing. Is he still making ads? I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. I don't know, though. He was in a slasher? No way. I need to check that out. And where? Yeah, he was on AT&T as well. He did AT&T ads.
Starts Friday.
Yeah, Jerry is he's a success story, but man, he is a pretty arrogant, pompous dude. I still like him, but man, I couldn't imagine meeting him in public and trying to have a conversation. Kirsten! You crazy, crazy gal. Thank you. $5 tip from Kier. Thank you so much. I'm going to give this all back to you on your next live stream. By the way, you're overdue for a live stream now that you're back home. But cheers to you. Love you so much. Thank you. Cheers. Hi, Kampai. Chin chin.
Totally practical.
Yet luxurious
Baron's
as those
fine
get,
furs.
there's no lighter, softer, more elegant
Tonight is your night, bro.
on our side of the ocean, or yours.
Home of the world's most renowned designers, Barron's, West Palm to Dade Lake.
He did a KFC ad too. Here's another question for you guys. I have come to appreciate pretzels. I enjoy pretzels. And it was like poison to me as a child. I hated pretzels. Like no one wanted to grab for a bag of pretzels, right? But now I like pretzels. They're great. I just like salt and carbs. I would prefer that over some, you know, artificially flavored chip now. Unless it's Cool Ranch. I think it's just something of age, you know? This stuff is getting really fuzzy. Let me see if I can fix the tuning. Because I see some... There we go. Yep.
Oh, I mean the hamster. Well, where's the snake? Oh, well, maybe he's with Murray. Well, where's Murray? I found the hamster, Marlene.
Check it out, Saturday at 5 on TV 33.
Richland Hot Runners, it's the Ford Budweiser U.S. Hot Rod Truck World Championship. 8 p.m. this Friday and Saturday night in Fort Lauderdale's big Lockhart Stadium, featuring the big bad battle of the
Hot pretzels. Try yes, Tanner. Dot's pretzels. Freaking amazing. And the original flavor, there's something in it that gives it this flavor. It's like a punch above regular pretzel flavor, just salt and bread, right? Salt and pretzel. But they do something. Dots does something with their classic flavor that is not like a normal pretzel, and is so darn good. I have a bag downstairs. Speaking of Dots. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Need to add more foil to the rabbit ears. Indeed, they do. So funny story. I used to work. I used to be a pretzel maker. That sounds like such BS, but really, I was a pretzel maker for a little over a year, and I worked at a store in the mall called Pretzel Time, and we'd make everything from scratch. So, and I was the only person running it. So I'd go in, open up the store, take the previous night's pretzel dough, and you know, because when you let it rise overnight, that's when you get the best pretzel. So let it rise overnight. Take it out of the giant mixer, let it rise, put a semi-wet cooking cloth over it, and then in the morning I come in and I start rolling my pretzels. And they do it so that it's a show. You have to you don't roll it in the back, you roll it in the front. All the rolling stuff is in the front, where the cashier is and everything, where the cash register is. So I'd roll it, and I got really good at rolling. It was like an art form. And I put it on my baking tray. I would put 4 pretzels per tray, and they were good. They were like about 10 to 11 inches in length, about 8 to 10 inches in diameter. We had big trays, and we had these ovens that would get ridiculously hot. These ovens, these pretzel ovens, would get to like 700, 800 degrees. Anyways, pop them in there, get them perfect brown. Of course, before I did that, you have to dip it in baking soda, and then you sprinkle salt on it, put it on the baking sheet, pop it in the oven. I think it was just for a small handful of minutes. Take it out, delicious golden brown, perfect crispy on the outside, perfect soft, tender bread, steamy filling on the inside. And then we have this giant 1-gallon vat tub of hot butter that's always heating. And you dip that damn thing, just the whole thing, you dip it, skinny dip it into the hot butter. And then you put it in the warming trays underneath the glass, right? And I loved that job. It was the worst paying job, but it was so much fun making these delicious pretzels. You get to snack on them. Unlimited pretzels. I never got tired of them. Dude, thank you so much, man. Douglas Byron. $3 and a 33 cents from Doug. So here's some pretzel time for you. Love you, dude. Hi, Kampai Chin Chin. But I really enjoyed making those things, and I had my one flip twist. It was just one twirl and a twist, and that's it. You got a perfect pretzel. And we carried a lot of condiments, marinara sauce. You had your kind of Chick-fil-A honey mustard sauce, and then you had your yellow mustard, which my personal favorite was just straight up yellow mustard with the pretzel. And if you get more butter on the pretzel, the better. I invented this thing called a gator pocket. It was basically like a hot pocket filled with cream cheese, jalapenos. What else did I put in there? I put something else in there. I can't remember. And it would be just a little pocket pie, and I'll make it just like a pretzel. Tons of butter, a lot of salt, and it was fantastic. My brother would come visit me just for those gator pockets. I don't know why I called them gator pockets. Maybe because the jalapenos are green. I don't know. Matt Reynolds. Oh yeah, dude. Mustard was my go-to for pretzels. Even though we had like 5 or 6 other dips. Yeah. Another good, a really nice pretzel that I liked making was it was like a churro, like a churro. It had cinnamon, sugar, a little bit of salt, and I would make the pretzels the same way I did before, but I would just dip it after I buttered it up. I would dip it in the cinnamon concoction. It was so good. Cinnamon dust. That's right. Just like it was cinnamon dust. My only regret is I don't remember the recipe. It was a specific recipe. And the ovens, you have to have really hot ovens to make these the way they should be. And every day when I would go home from work, from the pretzel shop, I would take all the leftovers and I would dump them into like a paper grocery bag, and that would be the snacks for the family, you know. Not every night. I try to sell everything. Sometimes I would like sell everything, you know, like 5 minutes till closing. People would try to come in, and I say, hey, if you want all this, I'll give it to you for the price of the one pretzel, you know. And so I got a lot of people coming in to do that right before closing.
North by Northwest continues. If you remember, Cary Grant.
Pretzel ASMR. Sorry guys, I don't know why I talked a lot about the pretzels, but it was a very memorable time of my young adulthood working. But I love pretzels. My mouth is watering right now, and I tell you what, I made the best pretzels. You go to like some German pub, you get this fat pretzel hanging off a hook with the fancy mustards. That tastes fine. It kind of, but to me, it tastes like a 4-day-old pretzel. My stuff. I do some pretzel bragging. My stuff was so freaking delicious, dude. I swear to God. I think I made a lot of business for that guy. Oh, 150 people on a Tuesday night live stream. Well, thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. We're just having fun transferring analog tapes on a VCR, getting some old classic nostalgic advertisements, and riffing on it and talking about the good old days. Talking about good old days, look at Glow, guys. Look at Glow. Holy smokes.
To Cary Grant in North by Northwest will continue on TV 33.
What year was that? 94, 1994, 1995, around that time. Yeah. And then in 96, military. This is great. I don't have any glow bumpers. This is fantastic.
Fridays at 11 on WBFS TV 33.
I'm making you miss the food courts and the malls. Oh, don't you miss it? Oh, man. Am I stoned? No. I've just been drinking my second cup of wine. Actually, I need a refill, to be honest.
The heritage is obvious. Available at Mayors. Fine jewelers since 19...
Retro King. Well, thank you.
Holiday shoppers, check out the world's biggest selection of gifts for
That glow bumper was pretty awesome. It's pretty insane. I never see them. I never see those. Yeah. But yeah, I am salivating for some fresh out of the oven, steaming, buttery, salty pretzels.
Home Depot. If it's worth the trip from the North Pole, it's worth the trip from
North Pole. A lot of people in Texas, I don't know about other states, but pole isn't pronounced with an L. It's just P-O-E. Pole. You go to the North Pole. I've got a pole for the flag. I'm Popo. And the Popos are right over there. Dolph Lundgren's mom. I was actually going to talk about that. So Sbarro's, they would have these dumpster fire cells at the end of closing at the malls too. So you could go to the Sbarro's or a similar mall pizza place and buy up all of everything that's sitting under the warming lamps for like $5, $10. They need it. They're going to throw it out anyway. So why not make a few bucks on it? So that was like the mall hack for a lot of people. And I always remember when I was closing, because I would be there all day, right? No one took over my shift. I'd be there from morning till evening. When the mall was just about to close, you would see a lot of people rush into the food court to get those deals. Mini DVs? Oof, Cosmic Cowboy. Well, I don't have a hack or anything, but you can, well, kind of. You can use a mini DV camcorder that has S-video out. Some of them do. Some of them have SDI out. And I would recommend something like that. I don't know any brands off the top of my head, no. I think Sony, I'll make a video about it. Sony, and I have one in the back. Sony makes these miniature portable Hi8 and mini DV recorders and players, and they're really high quality stuff. I'll share it on the stream. I'll try to share on the stream.
Penetrating. When they're protein stains, you need more power to cut through.
Kier, you're too tired to make anything, but you're starving. Oh man, I think we all have been there. Let me tell you.
To cut through the ground-in dirt below. Nothing gets out every stain. But now there's new Aero Plus. Protein power to cut clean through.
Widow, dude, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I haven't seen you until now. How you doing? Feel good? What's going on? Yeah.
Why are we in trouble? My wife made these at home with Duncan Hines.
Dolph Lundgren's mom, you do it when I close. Oh, you worked at Abercrombie? That's pretty awesome. Are they still open? Do they still have stores in the mall? Remember Van Dutch? Y'all remember Van Dutch? That was such an early 2000s brand, let me tell you.
Now, qualified customers can lease a specially equipped Pontiac from dealer stock for under $200 per month. That's right, just $199 a month for a Pontiac 6000 sedan. Grand Am
Time for the DoorDash. That's right.
$189 a month for a Grand Am sedan or Sunbird sedan, and just $169 a month for a Fiero Coupe or Sunbird SE Coupe. Don't lease a car, lease excitement. This offer lasts only until December 31st. Lease a new Pontiac.
Von Dutch. Sorry, Von Dutch. I used to have a hat. It was like a pre-worn, pre-ripped Von Dutch. Yeah, they made it look like it was really worn out on purpose, but it was new. Yeah, Von Dutch. A lot of people sported Von Dutch back in the 2000s. Mostly around like 2004, 2005, 2006. A lot of that stuff. It's Von Dutch. And Van Halen's Van Halen. Again, so this movie on this tape is, what the fuck is it called? Northwest or something. What's it called? North something. When I have a couple drinks, I can't remember anything. North by Northwest. Jeez Louise. Anyway, great movie. If you don't like Cary Grant and you haven't seen this movie, it's one of his better films in my opinion. Yeah, just like Distressed Jeans, yeah.
North by Northwest, starring Cary Grant, will continue.
Waterbed City's Christmas sale. This
Ooh, nothing like a new tasty waterbed commercial to fill all your water hump desires.
Plus complete suites from $6.99, including waterbed, dresser, mirror, and nightstand. Enjoy the holidays even more with our
Waterbeds were never sexy. They were made out of like old colonial rip-off style woodwork. It was like oak or mahogany or wood veneer, and it was like granny. It was like granny carpentry on those bed sets.
Because doctor recommended Chloraseptic goes to work right where you hurt. But how fast is it? Works so fast that Mr. Wyatt will start to feel relief. Wow, it's before we finish this commercial. The pain is disappearing.
What is this? Carvel? Carvel, sorry. Ooh, that looks pretty good, even though there's so much television snow up in here. Every day like Carvel, let's make a jingle that sounds so generic. And Carvel loves ice cream. Motion in the Ocean. I totally forgot of that. Was actually, I don't know if you made that up, but I remember hearing that. Motion in the Ocean. That was pretty seductive for an ice cream ad, yeah. Let me ask you guys, and you just put yes or no. Have you had, this is very nostalgic, have you eaten have you eaten a sundae from your local ice cream store lately? In the past, let me ask you this. Let me get down to specifics. Have you eaten a sundae within the last 5 years with like one or two bananas? I'm sorry, not a sundae. My bad. A banana split is what I meant to say. Have you guys had a banana split in the last 5 years? Like one or two loaded bananas with the cherry, the ice cream flavors, nuts, cherries, the whole 9 yards? Because I can't remember the last time I had one, which means it's been at least 15, 20 years. Oh, damn, got a lot of yeses. Oh, smokes. That's pretty awesome. Yes, not great at gaming.
Has some really useful articles, including an important discussion on the minoxidil drug controversy.
One, yes. Charlene has, yes. Chad Hoover, yes.
What percentage of men grow hair with it? You really should read it. To get personal appearance and our own hair replacement.
Dolph Lundgren's mom, you too.
Call our toll-free number now.
Dude, a lot of you have eaten one. There's a few no's in there.
But I'm also a client.
No, but I want one now. Retro reviews. I could totally kill a banana split.
North by
I don't even know where to
Northwest
buy one.
continues.
Maybe.
Remember Cary Grant.
What are there fast food chains, like major fast food chains that still make banana splits? Maybe like Sonic. I need to check it out. I'm sure they could do one. Like they could improvise and make one for me. Dairy Queen. The wife said Dairy Queen. She whispered it really loud. She heard me. Oh, Sonic had it for a limited time. I could totally kill one right now. Like seriously. I need to get one. I'm on a mission to get one, at least for my birthday. DQ, that's what we love about Texas. I hate that jingle, but I love it at the same time. DQ. It's like they're singing about like a Ford truck or a Chevrolet truck. DQ. Like a rock. Ooh, like a rock. Next tape transfer should be done at a mall food court. Wouldn't that be something? Like, for real? That would be pretty epic, I think.
Tribute to Cary Grant in North by Northwest will continue on TV 33.
Get it, Dave. DQ.
I'm working on a story so big, no other reporter would touch it. Listen, Mark,
And new news. That's kind of a that's kind of silly to say. In news, apparently Dairy Queen is shutting down 50 locations in Texas this year. Yeah, they're shutting down 50 locations in Texas. So if you're in Texas, where Dairy Queen is prominent, they're shutting down 50 of them, which kind of sucks, you know. A lot of nostalgia with Dairy Queen.
The fun and the sun and the excitement. There's something going on all the time.
Oh, Carrie, you don't have to do that. Can I unbox it on live? Just let me know, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is DQ Country. And what I remember, oh man, that sounds familiar. Was that a slogan that they used to say, DQ Country? It sounds very familiar. Yeah, but thanks, Kier. Thank you. New news is good news. Because I was going to say, it's not old news, but I've never really thought about the word news. It's new information, right? News. Is that why they call it news?
Being a parent myself, I've tried all the big brands, and Jif has more fresh roasted peanut taste.
Never thought about it. So weird. It's funny when you say certain terminology or words your whole life, sayings, but you never stop to think about why it was named that, why it was called that.
For a day, an hour, or even for a second to observe, then go ahead a year or two.
No noose is good news.
Where the future waits.
I'd hope to take back
Oh man, Orange Julius. The last time I saw an Orange Julius was about 10 years ago at an airport. I think it was at near Vegas, at an airport.
Dentist has lots of tools to help your family fight cavities. But what about his family? Well, he brings them a different tool. Chances are he chooses Crest. That's right. More dentist families use
In-N-Out
Crest
still
than
has the
any other
cheapest burger.
fluoride
You know what's funny, Society Red? It's actually true. Society, In-N-Out, which makes fantastic burgers. If you just get the burger alone, it's one of the cheapest
He does all he can for his
per size in capita
cavity fighting choice. More dentists do. Choose
in quality for a hamburger. It's one of the cheapest burgers you can get right now.
But they don't want to cucinare.
Here comes Ranzoni's Soluzione. 8 new
Lou Retton. Mi rimore.
bursting with ricotta cheese.
Put it on me.
Vegetable lasagna with crisp broccoli and carrots. Truly authentic dishes that are molto italiano. One taste and you'll say,
Ranzoni sono buoni.
Ranzoni is so good.
Hamburger. Trouble slide. Someday I will have hamburger from In-N-Out Hamburger. Is this King Ding?
Not surprisingly,
Uh,
the most advanced watch
I guess
factory
not.
in the world has been chosen to make the most famous watch in the world. It's a Loris.
But you know what's a hamburger joint
Possible.
that I just can't agree with is freaking Five Guys. That was a great ad. You can tell it's gonna be a great ad. I just can't morally accept the prices on their hamburgers, because depending on what kind of configuration you make just for the burger alone, that one hamburger, it's gonna be like 14 to 17 bucks for the hamburger.
We return to a tribute to
And you know, $4 for fries. Of course, they are pretty generous with the fries. I mean, they quarter fill a paper bag with fries. Doesn't matter what size you get, it's going to be the same amount of fries. But I just can't justify the cost of Five Guys. But you know what? That was back then. Nowadays, the cost of Five Guys, they really haven't changed their pricing much at all compared to the other fast food chains. And now the other fast food chains are catching up to those prices, so maybe we should give Five Guys a visit. And if you're not hungry by now after all this food talk, I just want to say you must have just eaten. But if you are starving right now, I apologize. That wasn't my intention to make everyone hungry. For delicious, deep-fried, salty, freshly cut fries, or if you're in Europe, chips. Whataburger. Yeah, Whataburger is great too. But the thing with Whataburger is you can't go pick it up and take it home and drive 20 minutes, take it home, wait for it to get cold, because Whataburger hamburgers are not good cold. They have to be like right out of that window, that cashier window. Or you can just make your own. That's right. Just make your own awesome burger. Hamburger.
Mine sounds like a
Let me fix the track.
What's yours sound like? Yep, I certainly like my race car. He doesn't seem to have too much to say about
Oh,
his.
my tracking is not... Oh, I was hitting the wrong one. There we go. Okay, there we go.
CBB member station to find out how it can work for you.
It's the Subaru Value Celebration! The greatest Subaru deals in Subaru history!
That's one Subaru commercial you won't see the rest of. What's really important isn't who
Actually,
but a great deal on a
let me rewind that. I missed that other commercial because I was fixing it. Hamburgers. Oh, never mind. You're making me hungry. You know, Portillo's. Yeah, we just had a Portillo's open in the Houston area about 1 or 2 months ago, and I need to go try it. The thing is, I've been to Chicago a ton of times, and I don't care for the Chicago hot dog. I'm sorry. I know some of you from the area and some of you who visited love Chicago-style hot dogs, but I can't stand that salad that they put on the hot dog. They put all kinds of cold vegetables. I like the pickle, but they put that in the hot dog too. A pickle spear. And by the time they're done cooking the burger, steaming the bun, and then they put all that cold mess on top, not only does it make the hamburger feel cold, it just doesn't work for me. I just don't like the combination of all that stuff in the hot dog. I'm more of a chili cheese onion hot dog. And a lot of relish, yeah. And they have the hyper green Teenage Mutant Ninja radioactive relish that they put on those Chicago dogs. It's so bright green. It's like, how do you, one, why is it so bright? And two, how do you make it so bright? That shit's not natural. I like toppings. I do like toppings. I like sauces and toppings, but the Chicago dog, I can't do it. It's just not for me. Yeah, it's basically a garden. It's a garden on a hot dog. Without cheese and without chili. They don't put cheese on Chicago traditional hot dogs. It's just that garden and the relish. But you gotta have steamed buns. You gotta have freshly steamed buns. Buns super soft, yet impactful in the form of the size and the ability to carry all the protein and all the other accoutrement. And if it's still steamy by the time you've done all that and it sits at your table, man, you're like, dude, forget about it. Steamy, succulent, and moist hamburger. Sorry, Karen. I'm sorry, Karen. I'm just joking. In all fairness, hot dogs aren't natural. They're unnaturally awesome. But yeah, the only thing that scares me about hot dogs is how processed they are, you know, and today we know that processed foods, like hyper-processed foods, like a hot dog, you probably won't want to eat more than 3 or 4 hot dogs a month, you know?
By Century 21 Real Estate Corporation. Put number 1 to work for you. And by Budweiser. Beechwood aged for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you.
Clean, crisp taste.
Like many before, you came here asking for just one thing.
Oh, I had friends. I've never been to Germany. I've always wanted to go to Germany or Austria or somewhere around that area, but my friends went in their 20s. I'm very jealous of them. They went to Beer Fest in Germany, and they took photos of it and everything. This is like late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere around there. And the amount of sauerkraut, sausage in a bun, what we call hot dog. I don't know what they call it over there, but it's this thick, crusty bun. And it's like a French roll type bun, you know? And sliced down the middle, they put this fat ass, perfectly cooked Polish sausage size sausage on it. Top it off with a hefty, healthy dollop of sauerkraut and mustard. And they swear by their lives that this was the most delicious, amazing thing they've ever eaten in their lives. And they swear by it till this day. And I've never had anything like that. I mean, I would love to go to Germany and just have a giant bread roll, crusty on the outside, soft on the inside, with this massive, giant bratwurst Polish sausage thing, just foot long, you know? Did I just pass up a bunch of ads? And a nice, healthy serving of sauerkraut and mustard on top. Forget about it. Forget about it. Is it supper? Well, let me ask you guys, is dinner before supper or supper before dinner? And 2, when's the last time you said supper?
Don't get him started about his car.
We need to bring back the word supper.
This new Quaker State with QSX is a miracle. It gives car-carrying people superior engine
Superior card-carrying people.
Other leading motor oils leave behind. New Quaker State with QSX keeps your engine cleaner to last longer.
And that means I might spend the rest of my life in heaven.
Warren, you.
Now, I've never had freshly made sauerkraut. I've had pre-made, sauerkraut, but I've never had fresh stuff. And I hear it's not as sour as off-the-shelf sauerkraut. It has a more subtle taste, but it's super, super good. Dinner before supper. Okay, supper is dinner. The Last Supper. That makes sense when you think about the Last Supper.
If you've ever played sports, you understand the hometown advantage. And that's the whole idea behind Century 21. We know our hometown.
So supper is super late. Dinner can be late afternoon to early evening. Okay, good to know. At my age, I can't do supper anymore. If I eat a late meal, supper, like post 9 or 10 p.m., I will definitely feel a little burn while I'm sleeping, One of the wonderful skill sets and traits and characteristics you get once you start getting older. I'm sure some of you can agree.
Romanian girl, Nadia Comaneci, came to be known as the gym machine.
I'm just glad I don't have to take
competitive intensity.
heartburn pills or anything like that because, man, I wouldn't be able to deal with all that stuff at night. Every night,
Training with Coach Bella Caroli, it seemed to happen instantaneously. Remember?
Old Duff Leonard's on. Oh man, you got acid reflux. That sucks. I had it at one time. I don't have it anymore, but it's the worst feeling.
Oh, look at that amplitude. Ooh. She is really moving well. Another handstand. Look at that. Right to the handstand.
Yeah, Commodore. I know it sucks. I had it for a while, and I was not exercising, eating horrible. I was heavier, and dude, the waking up because of acid reflux in the middle of the night is like, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, dude. Does not feel good. John Wills. Oh, hey, bro. How you doing, John? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, for sure. It's good to see you.
And who would be the next star? Well, she was as American as apple pie, and her name was Mary Lou.
Just punch the heartburn. Just grab your fist and just punch it in the chest.
For everything you're looking for, Ace is the place that lends a helping hand. Ace is the place.
For Ace Best Buys like an ever-ready
Oh man, Ace Hardware. Every single Ace Hardware near us closed down. I don't know if they're in business still, but they closed down decades ago.
You're about to experience a whole new feeling. New Shore with Desert Spice Scent. If you'll go with the feeling, it'll add new spice to your life.
Jack. What if I had heartburn and sleep paralysis night terrors at the same time? I think I would lead into a great segue into a full-blown heart attack. I think that's what would happen. Never experienced that before, but I'm sure that could definitely be on the table. Ace is still around. Okay, good to know. Man, I would love to run into one just for nostalgia's sake. Your parents still run a Chase? That is freaking awesome.
Just rinse flakes. Head and Shoulders goes to the source to help stop flakes. And that's doing it right.
It would be awesome to own a hardware store, man. Everything is at cost since you're a reseller. And you'd have everything you ever need all the time. Oh snap, this is a good bumper. Jen, you have one a few blocks away. It seems like a lot of you have Ace Hardware next to you. They're all closed down near me. Yeah, years ago. It was a long time ago when it happened.
Women's gymnastics, a healthy spurt came from Kathy Rigby, a tiny, perfectly proportioned expert.
Let me fast forward.
Rigby in November of
Let's see Mary Lou go for a bit. Let's see what was so special about old Mary Lou. She was everywhere in the 80s. She was like, you know, the female athletic poster child back in the 80s. She was huge. She was a celebrity, like 100%.
Bella came up to me and he says, "You have to compete." Wow. I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Me in this competition?" I went in and I won it. And again, it was actually the same situation as in '84. I was the underdog, except this time no one even knew.
And she did a lot of stints outside of this, her career. I remember she was in a ton of ads, always doing interviews, night show stuff. I even want to say she cameoed in some shows, I think. Mary Lou Retton. Yeah, the All-American gymnast. But yeah, she was definitely put on the pedestal back then, and well deserved for sure. She's talking about ads. I'm going to record this because that's pretty awesome. She's about to talk about the ad work she did.
And I had no idea. I was in a sport for fun, for activity, and I progressed each year. And
Care, hey, we'll see ya. Wish you'd stay longer, but don't worry. I'll see you soon. Do take care. Thanks for everything. The Wheaties box. Yeah, she was on the Wheaties box.
What's been the hardest part about being great? Has there been hurtful moments or moments where you felt you haven't been understood?
She was in Scrooged.
I suppose there's just the great.
Was she really?
That's on top of a great champion. That the public really puts you high up on that pedestal.
My brain's telling me, it's nudging me right on the fringe. Yeah, I do remember seeing her in Scrooged.
By surprise, but the Gymnastic Federation as well. Has she benefited from amateur rule changes that allowed her to accept commercial
Look at that little
endorsements?
boombox.
Her relationship with the Federation became strained. When she wasn't invited back to the Americas Cup,
The female mullet. Dude, she did have a bowl cut mullet kind of going on there.
Invited back. I went back to American Cup in 1985. And
What part did she play in Scrooged? Was she... I want to say I remember vaguely her being in Scrooged during one of the set scenes. She was not in the actual movie, but in the set scene. Am I right on that?
The Olympics wasn't a fluke. I can do it again. I can prove to myself I can do it again, and I did. And I was prepared. I was still working out that whole year. I wanted to go back and maybe try for
A boycott? What boycott happened? I don't remember the lowdown on what happened back then at all.
So if you were the
Was there some
someone someday and you had a Mary Lou Retton, what would you do?
Oh my gosh, I would use it to my advantage. I would
feathered bullet?
I would do exactly the opposite of what the Federation.
Tiny Tim. Oh, okay. At the end. Okay. It was a short cameo. Okay.
To keep pursuing my commentary
Tiny Tim. I need to go back to that. I feel like I think I've seen Scrooge at least 5 or 6 times. It's one of those very rewatchable movies. And you never hear about it when the holiday time comes around. And people say, "Oh, can't wait for the Christmas Story," and Christmas Vacation, all the usual suspects. But Scrooge rarely gets talked about, and it should be talked about more because it was a great Christmas movie.
I brought my family to tell you about it.
It's so roomy. I use it to deliver pianos in my spare time. It looks
Bolette haircut. Is that what it was really called?
It's front-wheel drive, and it comes with 40
The Bolette.
standard features, including aluminum alloy wheels and a poly.
My family, my iMark. I think I'll keep them.
Save up to $1,700 on iMarks now at participating Isuzu dealers.
What year are we recording in, by the way, guys? I haven't been paying attention. It's definitely 80s, but can anyone pinpoint the year? Because I haven't seen a copyright mark on any of the footer areas of the video.
It's natural light from Anheuser-Busch.
Next time you're shopping, look for the natural
I'm thinking 84 to 87.
Pick up an order form for the Natural Light Chill and Grill. It'll keep your natural cold and your steak sizzling. And it's portable.
1987, okay. Man, it still looks a little older. Maybe it's just the Betamax format here. 84, 85, 84, 83. So maybe 84, 85. 84 because of the Olympics. Let's see. Let me pay attention to the caption footer stuff here with the copyright material. Oh, a retro reviews. You've never seen Scrooge? Oh my goodness.
Mitsubishi Galant. Immediate delivery now at your Mitsubishi Motors dealer.
You gotta check it out.
If you could combine the world's best cars into one car.
It's a great Bill Murray movie. If you like Bill Murray, he did really good in that show. But one healthy step above Scrooge for me, which is another holiday movie, is Groundhog Day. 87, okay. Thanks, guys.
Amy Carter in trouble again. We'll have details at 6.
Details, not details, details at 6. More details at 6. Gymnastics is a sport I just can't get into it. I don't find it entertaining at all. I mean, it's not like they show it on television often, but it was never something I could get into. I think the only sports I really ever gotten to, if you can say I got into anything, baseball, because my dad loved baseball. Football, a little bit, because my dad loved football. And tennis, because I love watching tennis. I will watch a little golf. But man, that is pure ASMR television. It doesn't matter what cable channel you watch it on. It's not an event where anyone screams. You know, you got some golf claps, maybe a few woos. But it's such a peaceful, melodic, bird chirping experience that if you're tired on a weekend, that's where you get the recliner, you set it back, put on the golf, and you have the best nap of your life. That's that's what it's for.
Even when I'm under stress, there's a part of me that's very calm.
When his stomach blocks, Davy Johnson reaches for serious medicine. Rolaids consumes all the acid required to bring millions 100% relief. And relief is needed on days like these.
I should have gone into golf.
Get serious.
Speaking of golf.
Rolaids.
That's all the rage in my area this week. What are you talking about, golf or golfing's
week, our colleague Donna
getting a lot of attention. Douglas Byram, hey man, we'll see you, dude. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for being here. All you cats, thank you so much. Again, for those of you who are semi-new or never attended one of these, so corporate speak sounding. If you never dropped in on a fire-ass live stream from me, basically, I transfer tapes midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I try to live stream them on occasion. So, if you don't see it next week as well, I'll definitely be live streaming my tape transfer session on the following week. Not next week, but the following week.
I'm going to ask for that assignment next year. Coming up, the U.S. figure skating champions have a little fun of their own. A very special exhibition from Tacoma, Washington. Stay with us on Wide World of Sports.
Wide World of Sports, WWS, WNBC.
$500 cash back plus 3.9% financing, plus additional savings of up to $700.
You're 25 minutes from the gates of Augusta. Is it Augusta or Augusta? I think it's Augusta. One of the biggest televised golf matches ever. Augusta, right? Augusta? Yeah, I think it's Augusta, not Augusta. Augusta. I think it's Augusta. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, please. That's freaking amazing, Commodore. If you played golf or you still play golf, that's kind of like a tease and a dream, all at the same time.
There's something about today's Aqua Velva man.
Chad Hoover, I hope so too. I was really on my toes making sure that I wasn't playing anything copyright related on the stream because I really wanted it to make it available for rewatching, but I don't know what happened. I'm going to look at it tomorrow and see if I can cut out the section that got it blocked. Augusta. Okay, not Augusta. It's Augusta. Okay, perfect. It's funny how you forget the pronunciation, the intonation, and things of that nature when you're saying a word or term that you haven't said out loud of your own brain in decades. Like, I have no one to talk about Augusta to, but at one time I did know how to pronounce it. I've been to meetings where I had to do presentations and stuff in the past, and you have to ad-lib at some point. You have to kind of, do that if your notes aren't adequate or you're not on track. And you know what you want to say. You know the terminology you want to use, but you've only read it. You've never really spoken it, or maybe you haven't spoken it in a long time. So when it comes to mind, in like an impromptu part of a speech or presentation, you totally screw it up. I mean, you really wreck it, and I've done it a few times. You'll get a few heads turn your way, like, what? I'm trying to think of a word recently that's stumped me to pronounce because you just haven't said it for such a long time. I don't know. Can't think of one, but I know I've had a lot of them. Saw Square Sun, that's true. It's also because you're thinking about it. And it's also because you're thinking about perhaps messing it up before you even tried it, and then you naturally mess it up. That's a big one too. Yeah.
How do you cook one of these things? I've got some potatoes and some natural light, the beer with a taste for food, and some
Natural light.
Naturally less filling. It's natural light.
Bush.
Okay, I open the natural, I preheat the oven. Is that the thing with the flip-down door?
Yeah.
I can't handle this alone.
I don't think you can either.
Next Saturday on ABC Sports, it's live third-round coverage of the U.S.
Augusta.
Open Golf Championship. Then on ABC's Wide World of Sports, Pernell Whitaker. He's got the fastest hands in the lightweight division. He's undefeated and hunting for a title. He'll face power-punching...
And here's another question for you guys.
Plus, from the site of the 1988
Is it Caribbean? Is it the Caribbean or the Caribbean?
Debbie Thomas, here's a skater who has pushed herself.
All right, looks like we're at the tail end of the tape, so maybe we'll get one more set of commercials in here. Let's see. We got a lot of stuff. I have like at least 2.5 hours of just straight up ads, maybe even 3 hours. So my next upload is going to be a doozy. A Duesenheimer. I think, do y'all know about the history of a doozy as far as that saying? It's a doozy. I think it was called. I think it was a Duesenheimer or Duesen something. It was a German car, and it was so extravagant and overdone that people referred to a Duesenheimer as a doozy for certain things. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. That's what I'm remembering. A Duesenberg. Okay, a Duesenberg, not a Duesenheimer. Still on the geographical wavelength. Duesenberg, yeah.
Guarantee for something used? That's another matter. Introducing Prestone Advanced Formula. Use it after
I'm so glad there's a lot of smart people in my streams and the chat, because y'all get me through a lot of mistakes, let me tell you. Jay Leno has one. He has a Duesenberg. Holy smokes. And where does the term holy smokes come from? Holy smokers. You got holy, a spiritual theme. Then you got smokes, which is really just smoky. Well, what's the origin of this? A Weisentime, a Schlittebaum, Weisentime, Schlummenbug. Do it now.
ABC Summer Classic. Clint Eastwood and his son Kyle on the run chasing a dream. That's the life of a country singer. Honky Tonk Man.
But I say Caribbean, but I sing Caribbean Queen.
It's the Subaru Value Celebration! The greatest Subaru deals in Subaru history! That's one Subaru commercial you won't see the rest of. What's really important isn't hoopla, but a great deal on a
Hoopla.
car, like up to $1,500 cash back on a Subaru. With the money you can save now at your Subaru.
Whoa, we've been streaming for over 4 hours, guys. Oh, over 3 hours, my bad. Over 3 hours for this tape transfer session here. Thank you guys again for being here and spending your tight Taco Tuesday evening with me. I give you an Old Milwaukee cold one. Why don't you grab a Old Milwaukee from the cooler back here? Show you my thanks. When the smoke clears. Okay. When the smoke clears. Wow. Okay. That's really interesting.
Scott Gregory is 27 years old, and in those
All right, my friends. I'm going to hang it up for the evening.
Finally, however, he seems to have found perfect.
Been a great transfer session. I got a good amount of commercials from, I think it was just 2 tapes. 2 or 3 tapes. One of them was junk, didn't have anything on it. But got a lot of stuff. So I'm going to be uploading this, working on it this week, getting it uploaded for Friday or Thursday or tomorrow. Who knows? Get it uploaded for you guys. And it's definitely going to be over an hour long. It may be as long as an hour and a half. And of course, we'll do the usual routine and ritual of live streaming, riffing on it, and just talking about the good old days this coming Friday. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. I'll see you in a few days. And if I don't, I'll see you on the next one. Love you all. Take care. And this is a place where retro never dies. Y'all stay awesome, my friends. We'll see you.